Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge basketball is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Turner Blofus.
And welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Turner Blofus going to be serving you listeners for a doubleheader of HOL basketball. Breckenridge Cowgirls will be tipping it off against the DGF Lady Rebels, and then we got the Breckenridge Cowboys following it up for the nightcap for taking on the DGF Rebels as well here in at DGF High School in a beautifully remodeled gym. They just redid this in the last few years here, and the Breckenridge Cowgirls coming up against a very hot DGF team, and we'll run into the power poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company. Let's run through those HOL standings, and DGF, after dropping their first two games of the year, including one to Breckenridge, have rattled off 11 straight wins, 7 of them being in the conference. They sit atop the conference, along with Pelican Rapids, 11-2, 7-2 in HOL play. Barnesville, also 7-2 in HOL play, 8-4 on the year in the 3 spot there. Cowgirls, 9-4 on the season, 5-3 in HOL play. Hawley, they are 8-7 on the year at this point, 5-4 in HOL play. Perham is 4-5 in HOL play. One of those wins coming over Breckenridge to get to 5-7 on the season. Frazee up next, 9-7 in HOL play, or in overall play, 3-6 in the HOL. So look at that, we got 6 teams in the HOL with above 500 records. Park Rapids area up next, 3-10 on the year, 1-6 in HOL play. And Staples Motley looking for their first HOL victory, 0-9 on the year, 1-11 on the season. And after we get wrapped up with the Otter Tail Power Company power poll ranking, we are also going to bump on the boys as well. We're going to kind of do a pregame show for both. We'll actually go back and talk about some of these again before the boys game gets tipped off. But let's run through where the HOL currently stands at for the boys as well. DGF, we're going to see the top team in the HOL on both sides, it looks like. 8-3 overall in the year, 6-1 in HOL play. Pelican Rapids up next, 11-2, 5-1 in HOL play. So strong years for both of those schools, Barnesville, and then they're up number 3 again, 8-4. 4-3 in HOL play. Perham is 4-3 in Heart of Lakes basketball play, and 7-4 on the year. Staples Motley coming off a victory against Breckenridge to get at 3-3 in HOL play, 6-4 on the year. 6-5 Breckenridge is above 500, and once again, more wins than they had all of last season. So the Cowboys are definitely hoping that they got a turnaround on their hands. 2-3 in HOL play. Frazee 6-6, 2-5 in Heart of Lakes play, and then Park Rapids area 4-5, 1-4 in the HOL, and Hawley is 3-9, 1-5 in HOL. That one win coming against Breckenridge in a bit of a letdown game for the Cowboys, but they're still they bounced back really well, put up a lot of points in the last game against Staples Motley. And now let's dive into the stat report brought to you by the local State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Hoping to say hi to Amanda here today, so we'll see if I can track her down. Anna just had a birthday today. I got to shout out their daughter Anna Spear, who is going to be on the team, or we're going to see playing in this ball game. But diving into the stats now, leading the way for the Cowgirls at this point in the year, we got Parker Yagi, 14.5 points. You guys definitely know she can score the ball. One of the best scorers in program history already, and she's only a junior. 5.9 rebounds a game, 3.8 assists. They love to see that, and they definitely love to see the 2.5 steals per game. If everybody can rack up the steals, they're happy with that. We'll tell you how many the other ones do, the other players do as well. Jonica Bernades hasn't played as many games as she would like. Had to miss a good amount of time with an injury earlier this year. 12.5 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.6 steals. Ava Janning up next, just under 10 points per game and a hair under 4 rebounds a game. 2.4 assists along with 2.8 steals. Can you believe that? 2.8 steals. That's a wild number right there. Piper Janning not far behind at 2.5 steals a game. 9.3 points, 4 rebounds, and 1.8 assists. And then we got Sydney Roberts rounding out for the 5 that we're spotlighting on here. Sydney Roberts averages just under 9 points per game at 8.8, 5.3 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and then 1.3 steals. And then since we did the girls' stats, got to do the boys as well as part of the State Farm Stat Report. Once again, brought to you by the local State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Breckenridge Cowboys led by J.D. Gomez, their senior point guard who transferred in just this year. just under 15 points a game at 14.8, 4.3 assists, and 4.1 rebounds, and then 2.6 steals per game. You get it all from J.D. Gomez. And most importantly, he keeps the turnovers down and keeps the offense humming as a whole at his point guard position. Aiden Sanchez up next, 12.5 points per game, 6.2 rebounds. They love to see that from their wing player, and then 2.6 assists, 2.9 steals. That's definitely a solid number at this point in the year, too. Luke Christensen, 11.7 points per game, kind of turned it on offensively lately. Had a really strong second half against Staples last game, 6.7 rebounds a game, 1.9 steals per game. Cooper Roberts, they're looking to see him kind of get back to the beginning of the season. He was really putting the ball in really well, so they would love to get him back into the scoring mix a little more. So we'll see what they kind of draw some stuff up for him early on here, but he's still in double figures, averaging 10.5 a game, 6.7 rebounds, so they're using his length really well, and then 2.5 assists. And then we'll round it out with Jackson Riggs coming off the bench with 10.3 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, and a block as well. 5 Cowboys averaging double figures at this point in the year, and we're about a dozen games into the year, so that's definitely an encouraging sign for the Cowboys. A lot of guys being able to put some points on the board. And we'll take a quick break here before we dive into your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. You are listening to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. We got a Breckenridge Cowgirls and Cowboys doubleheader coming your way here at DGF High School. You're listening to Breckenridge basketball on B92.7 FM.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. Turnable office, and it is time for your injury report, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And luckily for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, just one injury to report, and it's the injury we've been reporting all year, so I guess I shouldn't say lucky, but, lucky the Cowgirls only have the one injury, and it was Emily Gowan, who has been kept out for this entire season after suffering a knee injury in the fall. So, unfortunately, we're not going to have any Emily Gowan in the lineup. And then DGF, completely healthy coming into this ballgame. Nobody out of the lineup. So that's a very quick rundown of the injury report brought to you by CHI St. Francis. Then for the Breckenridge Cowboys, I had no injuries to report. Looks like the DGF Rebels also no injuries to report at this point. So we'll make sure to keep you updated if we do have any that we need to add throughout the year. But that's a look at your injury report. Once again, brought to you by CHI St. Francis. Sorry, navigating a few things right here as we dive into our starting lineups. I know we're doing the lineups just a hair early. We'll do the keys to the game brought to you by Smith Motors a little later here. But starting lineups brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Run through the girls' game first half of this doubleheader, and then we'll touch on the boys again before we get kicked off there. But Greta DeVries, number 2, 5'5" junior, and she plays guard for the squad. Michaela Bielen, she is a senior, 5'7", wearing number 10. Ellie Boyd, she wears number 15, a 5'9" junior forward. And then we have Aria Garrett, wearing number 25. She's a 6'1" junior in the middle there. And then Olivia Couchman, 5'6" junior, starting at and wearing number 32. The Breckenridge Cowgirls sticking with their normal starting 5. They go like this with Sydney Roberts, number 0, 5'5" senior. Up next is Jonica Bernades, wearing number 2, 5'4" junior on the squad. And then Parker Yagi, number 3, 5'7" junior. And then Piper Janning, a 5'9" sophomore, wearing number 10. And rounding out is Erin Blafis. She's a 5'10" senior, wearing number 24. And then we'll run through the boys starters as well. Start off with the DGF Rebels. If I can track down their roster here, apologies. Tommy Rader, 5'10" senior, starting for them, wearing number 0. Quincy Cox, number 1, 6'3" sophomore. Number 2, Grant Anderson, a 6'6" senior. A lot of height in this one, including a 6'4" Dylan Anderson, another senior in this starting 5. Then Mason Bierken will be a 5'11" junior starting at number 23. Breckenridge Cowboys sticking with their starting 5. JD Gomez running the point, wears number 1. Fittingly at the 1, 5'9" senior. Aiden Sanchez, 6'1" sophomore guard, wearing number 2. Cooper Roberts at number 3, 6'2" junior in the starting 5. And then we have Levi Christensen, number 5, 6'3" junior. And we'll wrap it all up with Connor Ernst, number 13, a 5'10" sophomore in this starting 5. So that is a look at your starting lineups. Once again, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. We'll take a quick break here on the Red River Grain pregame show. Come back with your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Small town friendly, big town deals. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986, and it is time for your keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton. Smith Motors in Wapaton, small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors. And for the Breckenridge Cowgirls, I want to see the Cowgirls play a real up-tempo game, and I want to see them kind of win the transition battle and try to outrun this DGF squad. You know, I might actually carry that over to the boys' game too. You know, we'll see if I stick with that. But you know, I want to see the Cowgirls kind of get up and active in transition. You know, it's always fun to see them launch up all the threes that they get up in the half court off their movement and whatnot. But I want to see some fun transition ball today. You know, that's what I'm hoping for the girls' game. And then for the boys' game, it's definitely don't get beat on the glass because giving up a lot of height down there in the post. So you got to hold your own on the glass, and it's got to be all 5 guys in there. You know, I saw JD Gomez on the stat report was averaging 4 rebounds a game despite being the shortest guy on the court most of the time. So, you know, everybody's got to be pulling their weight just like that, or just like he has been. Aiden Sanchez, like I said, 6 rebounds a game from your wing. Love to see that. Cooper Roberts, so, you know, I think how they've been rebounding all year, you know, has been really solid in a lot of games. We'll just see if it also is going to carry over into this game, if they're going to be able to keep a DGF team that rolls out 6'6" and 6'4" in the starting 5 off of the glass. And we'll take a quick break here as we wrap up the keys of the game. Once again, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton. And we'll break for the national anthem. You're listening. Oh, and the sportsmanship code, baby. Oh, that's the best part of the broadcast. I wish we might actually hang here for this. I'm kidding, of course. We're going to go to a commercial break here for the Red River Grain pregame show. You're listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians, who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply. Don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986 as we get ready to wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show. We just got done announcing the Breckenridge Cowgirls starters. We'll run through the starters once again for you. We got Sydney Roberts, number 0, 5'5" senior. Along with her is Jonica Bernades, a 5'4" junior, wearing number 2. Parker Yagi, number 3, a 5'7" junior. I think they got the heights mixed up there. Usually Jonica and Parker are both listed at 5'7", I believe. And both are juniors. Once again, Yagi wears 3, if I didn't mention that. Got caught up with the heights there. Piper Janning, 5'9". That sounds accurate. She's a sophomore and wears number 10. And then we have Erin Blafis, the center, 24, listed at 5'10". I know that's a lie. And she's a senior. The only person to ever take height off of there, Erin. And then the DGF Rebels go with Greta DeVries, Michaela Bielen. And then we have Ellie Boyd, Aria Garrett, and Olivia Couchman as well. Cowgirls had, I remember Garrett had a pretty big scoring night in the first matchup. Once again, the Breckenridge Cowgirls took game 1 of this of the season series between these Heart of Lake squads. You can find this game on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel if you were not aware. Make sure to hit that little settings gear there and figure out how to get it on the best setting, because it actually automatically puts it at 720p, which is not ideal. So try to get that at 1080p if you can. And this opening tip will be brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. The science of learning by doing. North Dakota State College of Science. Erin Blafis and Aria Garrett jumping it up. So he's going to be logging points first in my JB stat book. Shout out to Jason Butts, looking out for me on this one. And opening tip is won by DGF. Opening tip once again, brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. DGF swings it over to the left side of the floor. They go to the top of the key. Inside drive and a little bit of contact, no call. Shot is off the mark. Jonica Bernada is out and running. That was our key to the game. We'll see if the Cowgirls can get out in transition. Jonica Bernada is really quick on the trigger there. Had her shot blocked and rebounded by Garrett. Try going into the left side. And now kicked out to the perimeter to number 15, Ellie Boyd. Out to the right corner, and now up to near the top of the key. Over to the right side, and three-pointers up off the mark. Piper Janing trying to get the rebound, but Garrett showing off that height advantage and showing off the basketball IQ to drop off the pass, but the layup does not drop. Jonica Bernades out and running, crosses the timeline. Looks right. Aaron Bloffis is looking to send a ball screen, but Bernades centered through the lane. Sydney Roberts setting up the play, handed off to Parker Yagi. Yagi gets a ball screen from Piper Janing, kicks it out to the right corner to Bernades. Bernades dribbles and pulls it out against the 2-3 zone. Dribble kick to Yagi. Yagi's got 2 defenders on her, and we got our first foul call today. With 16:53 left to go in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That is on number 32 for the Rebels, Olivia Couchman. Janing gets it into Parker Yagi. Yagi dribbles it out, swings it over to Sydney Roberts near the top of the key, and Roberts' shot is off the mark. Piper Janing tracks it down and saves it, but it's recovered by DGF. It's a good hustle, but turned over. DGF running the floor very well to get Garrett down, and she gets the first 2 points of the game. Aria Garrett. Parker Yagi breaking the press near half court. Gets it over to Jonica Bernades on the left side of the floor. What a luxury to have her off ball. She doesn't have to be running the point all the time. She can do either. Over to Jonica Bernades in the right corner. She drops it into Parker Yagi, and Aaron Bloffis will try going inside to her, but her pass is tipped out of bounds. Bernades operating under the basket. It looks like we got a quick break here, and same spot on the floor has been getting wiped. I don't know if there's a leak or what we're doing here in this one little spot. Been a little weird, but someone pointed out that out to me before the game. Aaron Bloffis drops it off to Jonica Bernades in the left corner. Bernades throws up a tough shot, and through traffic, ends up going out of bounds. So Breckenridge still looking for their first points almost 2 minutes into this ball game. 2-0 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. If you're watching on the video stream on KBMW News Live, you can catch a little bit of the scoreboard here. It's a little bit obstructed by the hoop, but get a little glimpse of it at least. Garrett swings it over to the right side of the floor. Now up to near the top of the key. We got a hard drive inside, and the floater is off the mark, a little too much on it. And Piper Janing got to keep those arms down. Arms came down at an angle, and they're going to call that every time. Free throws coming for Couchman. First trip to the line for either team. Going through the 2 dribble routine, and knocks down the first. Couchman going to add to this 3-0 lead. Slow start for the Cowgirls to open up this doubleheader here at DGF High School. 2-for-2 trip for Couchman. See what Breckenridge has dialed up to try to get in the scoring column. Jonica Bernades met by 2 defenders at half court. Gets it over to Parker Yagi. Yagi to Bernades. Bernades dribbles it back out. Surveying the zone on the left side of the floor. Over to Sydney Roberts on the right side. They drop it into the elbow area to Sydney Roberts. Nice dribble kick. Parker Yagi with the off-foot floater. Misses it. Piper Janing with another hustle play for the offensive rebound. Sydney Roberts' 3 is off the mark and rebounded by Aria Garrett. Olivia Couchman gets the ball screen from Garrett, and Roberts got hooked there a little bit, but no call, and that pass tipped. Will stay here. DGF ball. 15-12 left to play in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and the Breckenridge Cowgirls still looking for their first points of the night. Swung over to the left side of the floor. DGF drops it off to Couchman in the weave action. And now a beautiful basket cut there for 2 for Ellie Boyd. Parker Yagi to Bernades. Cowgirls, just like that, down 6-0 out the gate. Parker Yagi. Skip pass down to Piper Janing to break the press. She kicks it out to Jonica Bernades. Bernades with the baseline floater for 2. Jonica Bernades getting her squad on the board. 6-2 run for the Rebels. Garrett, or not Garrett, my apologies. Floater's up and dropped in by number 2, Greta DeVries. 8-2 lead for DGF on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bernades over to Roberts. Piper Janing now has it. Drop down pass to Aaron Blofus, who draws the foul. My apologies, not moving the camera over a little bit. Got caught up watching the game off of the laptop screen. Ava Janing checks into the ball game for her first action. The certified sixth woman. Bernadez inbounds it to Janing. Ava Janing picks up her dribble, looking for Bernadez. Gets it to the veteran junior, who loses her dribble, going to the hoop, drops it. Oh, almost drops it in with the right hand on the left side. Aaron Blofus with the rebound, drops it into the short corner, and Jonica Bernadez with her second bucket to drop it in. DGF tossing it down the floor, getting a 1-to-5 connection, and two more for DeVries, getting out and running in transition. And now we got a turnover by the Cowgirls. A little bit of a miscue from Bernadez and Blofus. 10-4 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Mariah Coltis in for Aaron Blofus. Cowgirls traditionally go about 8 deep. The only one we haven't seen yet is Anna Spear for the regular rotation. And pass was a little bit, it's been a little hectic here on this possession as it gets kicked out to the right side to Couchman. Her three is off the mark, but Garrett with the rebound. Her shot is blocked out of bounds. Ari Garrett just doing a good job sticking the arms up there and snagging it above everybody else without even having to leave the ground. 10-4 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And JJ Janing spotting everybody. For all of JJ's former players out there, we still love the guy. He's a dad now, that's crazy. And his niece Ava just got a nice steal. Ava Janing going to the cup, met with some contact, stripped loose. And DGF run in transition for another bucket, and Greta DeVries has been the X factor. Running the floor, 12-4. DGF lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernadez dribbles over to the right wing. Sending her teammates through. Jonica Bernadez lined up the three. She has all the Cowgirls points. May as well keep it that way. 3 points for Jonica Bernadez. Steps into it, and we got a 12-7 game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And a nice drive inside by DeVries once again. They cannot stop her getting to the cup. 8 points for DeVries. 8 points by DeVries. I believe she has the last 8. 14-7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Ava Janing gets tied up for a jump ball. Ava Janing and Michaela Bielen, senior against 8th grader right there, getting tied up for the jump ball. Camille Costello checking in for her first action. Ava Janing over to Sydney Roberts on the left wing. Roberts to Yegi, and her pass is tipped and then stolen. DGF pushing pace once again. DeVries has it. Swings it over to near the top of the key. Dribble drive. They're looking for Garrett inside. Garrett trying to back down Coltis. Bully ball and drops it in for 2. Aria Garrett with the strength advantage, showing why. DGF once again going with the press. They do a lot of things well. Ava Janing gets it to Sydney Roberts. Roberts trying to see if there's any pressure coming from the backside, and Parker Yegi's shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Sydney Roberts, and her follow-up shot is off the mark, blocked. And Costello hauls in the rebound, tries throwing the football pass down the court. DeVries hauls it in. They try going inside. Nice tip by Coltis. And then Piper Janing gets fouled, coming away with the steal. Cowgirls survive that sequence of events, and they'll take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Once you build with them, you won't build any other way. Highcamp Construction, you're listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
And welcome back to DGF High School. Parker Yagi inbounding to Ava Janing. That timeout, that high camp construction timeout called by the Breckenridge Cowgirls. Head coach Jason Sunday for DGF and his squad still have all their timeouts, and Ava Janing draws the foul. Sydney Roberts. If there's one category the Cowgirls are winning so far, it's fouls, as they've only committed one to DGF's 4. So we'll see if the Cowgirls are going to try to ride this into the bonus. Ava Janing puts it on the perimeter, drives inside, tries going between a pair of defenders, but Aria Garrett doing a fantastic job staying straight up, causes the turnover. Or the missed shot and rebound, whatever you want to call it, as Coltis comes up with the block, staying straight up against Garrett. Countering the strength with the length, Parker Yagi, looking for her first points of the night, was wide open on the top of the key, swung it instead. Sydney Roberts puts up a right side 3 and off the mark. Costello pushing tempo, brings some great speed off the bench. They got to watch out for Greta DeVries in transition when she gets back in the game. They also got to watch out for Annalise Oss. Comes off the bench and drills a 3, and Breckenridge trying to answer in transition with a layup from Piper Janing. Just one of those starts for the Cowgirls. Wide open layup rims out. 19-7 DGF lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They go inside to Garrett, and we got a foul on the floor on Coltis. A 7-0 run by DGF right now. 19-7 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Janing will get a breather. Jonica Bernadez. So Bernadez, Ava Janing, Parker Yagi, Sydney Roberts, and Mariah Coltis on the floor as the layup off the inbound misses. A little too much on it. Jonica Bernadez has all 7 of her team's points. See if they can get anybody else going. Sydney Roberts with the ball. Or Jonica Bernadez overloading the right side. Maybe trying to get an ISO on the left. Instead, they're going to overload the zone. Go inside to Mariah Coltis, who keeps it disciplined with the ball and lays it in. And Parker Yagi picks off a pass in transition. Kicks out to the left corner, but the pass is tipped. Trying to keep it inbounds and turned over. Mariah Coltis, first player other than Bernadez getting the scoring column for Breck. Ava Janing running the inbound play from underneath the hoop. Gets it into Parker Yagi. But to get through about 3 Rebels to get out to the perimeter. Ava Janing drives inside, kicks it out to Yagi. Parker Yagi getting downhill. Oh, was looking for Coltis on the drop-off, but DGF doing a good job getting in the passing lane. 19-9 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF had numbers in transition. Going to try to pull the trigger on a 3. Off the mark, Coltis had her hands on the rebound, but batted out of bounds by Aria Garrett. Aaron Bloff is into the ball game. And Anna Spear as well. A happy birthday wish to Anna Spear. Just turned 16 the other day. And they love to see if she can knock one down from the perimeter when she comes into the game. So on the floor for Breck, we have Jonica Bernadez, Ava Janing, Anna Spear, Sydney Roberts, and Aaron Bloffus. Bernadez with a pass fake. Crosses half court, not too much trouble with the press. Ava Janing with the ball. Swings over to Anna Spear on the right wing. Back to Janing. Janing over to left wing to Roberts. They throw it into the elbow area. Aaron Bloffus with a nice inside-out kick to Anna Spear, and she knocks it down. Anna Spear right on cue. DGF looks to cash in on a floater off the mark. Sydney Roberts pushing tempo. 7-point game. Roberts changing speeds, going to the spin move, draws a pair of defenders, kicks it out to Ava Janing for a wide open dribble, and she banks it in! 3 buckets coming off the bench for the Cowgirls bench. They have 8 of the team's 15 points at this point. My apologies. Yeah, they do have 8. And now we got a turnover from DGF. 19-15 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. As Cowgirls are on an 8-0 run. Ava Janning with her squad trailing by 4. Jonica Bernadez with a bounce pass over to Ava Janning. Back to Bernadez on the left wing. She attacks the zone. Steps between a pair of defenders. They're going to call a travel, though. She said, but I hit a Euro. They're saying, nah, not so much. You guys be the judge at home. I'm not going to tell you if that was a travel or not. And Breckenridge getting active with the press, and Jonica Bernadez doing a good job of batting the pass out of bounds. 19-15 your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The Breckenridge bench has scored the last 8 points. Sydney Roberts guarding Couchman on the perimeter. Skipped over to the right side, and now into the right corner to Ellie Boyd. She's looking to attack inside and kicks it out to Oss, who has the only 3 for the Rebels at this point. Picks up her dribble near half court, maybe ill-advised, but she's able to get it to another teammate. 8 seconds on the shot clock to work with. First time they've really been in trouble with the shot clock tonight. And a nice drop-off inside, and then they fire a pass out of the perimeter, but the Cowgirl defense holds. It flies out of bounds. Cowgirl ball. They trail by 4, and Parker Yagi coming into the game for Sydney Roberts. Jonica Bernadez inbounding right by the Breckenridge bench. Getting some insights from head coach Tony Bogenreef before she runs down the court. Ava Janning with a pass fake. Couple pass fakes. Goes over to the left side. They swing it into the elbow area to Bernadez, who kicks it out, and it gets on the floor for a loose ball. Somehow Bernadez comes out of it. Gets it to Yagi. Skips it over to Anna Spears. She goes inside to Erin Blofus. Blofus gets it over to the left corner off the mark and rebounded by DGF. Breckenridge got a couple decent looks in that possession, and Jonica Bernadez swiping a steal to try to get another good look in transition. Goes with a spin move to free herself up. Drives inside, looking to hit that Euro, and no foul call and no lay either. DGF out and running with it. 19-15, DGF lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Reverse layup thrown under the backboard, and then Aria Garrett's shot is blocked and out of bounds. Piper Janning going to spell her sister Ava really quick here. Couchman inbounding underneath the basket. They get it in cleanly, and then they swing it out to the left corner, and it's another play where they're looking for a shooter on the perimeter, and it looked like someone wasn't where they expected to be, and we got a timeout taken by Dilworth Glidden Felton. We'll take a quick one with them. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
After that high camp construction timeout, we are back at DGF High School. Breckenridge Cowgirls cut the lead to 4. They trailed by as many as a dozen. Currently in the midst of an 8-0 run. Jonica Bernadez bringing it up for the Cowgirls. Drops it over to Parker Yagi. Yagi crosses the timeline with 6:57 left to play in your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Jonica Bernadez operating in the left elbow area. Out to Yagi. They're looking to drop it into Erin Blofus on the bottom of the zone near the hoop. Loose ball tracked down by Yagi over to Jonica Bernadez. They tried to get it to Piper Janning, who tried dropping it down to Erin Blofus, but loose ball, and then after Anna Spear tracked it down, it was stolen away from her. So we got a 19-15 ball game, it remains. DGF looking to end the scoring drought. Swinging over to the left corner to Couchman. She gets a ball screen. A little bit of a carry there. Swung over to the right corner. 3-pointers up and off the mark. It was actually tipped, but they're going to call a foul. So it must have been a little bit of contact there reaching over, and I believe that's the second foul. Oh, third foul on Greta DeVries. That is a big loss for DGF. Their leading scorer so far in this ball game off of all those transition buckets. It's just my luck saying that Breckenridge Cowgirls need to win the transition battle, and then Greta DeVries just turns it into a track meet. And only she shows up for it at this point, but we'll see if Breckenridge can get some in transition as well, as Sydney Roberts picks up her dribble, skips it over to Jonica Bernades, throws it into a crashing Parker Yagi, who has her shot blocked, and now there's going to be a foul on Yagi. Parker Yagi still looking for her first points of the evening. Her squad trails 19-15 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 6:02 left to play in this opening half. And neither team has scored for a couple minutes. DGF breaks the press, driving inside, get a little too far under the hoop, they kick it out, and then find a flashing cut to the hoop, which misses. Piper Janing comes up with the rebound, looking to feed up to Jonica Bernades in transition. She dribbles it out to the right corner. Parker Yagi, hands and feet, ready to shoot. Drills the three from the right wing. Cuts the lead to 1, 19-18 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF, they kick into the right corner. They're going 4 out. Garrett, the lone one in. Couchman attacks the closeout, kicks it out to the left wing to Costello. Her shot's off the mark, and the scoring drought continues. And Aaron Blofis caught the rebound, and then it got tied up. I thought it was going to be a jump ball, but it's going to be a push instead. And that was on Blofis. First foul on Blofis. Team fouls pretty even at this point. 5 for DGF and 4 for Breckenridge. Started off 4-1. DGF getting a big lead as Piper Janing, she just lives in those passing lanes. Feeds it up to Ava Janing, and Piper was fouled on the pass. So Piper Janing will inbound on the far side of the floor, away from us. Cowgirls working left. DGF working right on your dial, by the way. Swung over to Ava Janing. Dribbles over to the left side and then swings it to Sydney Roberts on the right side. Her pass is tipped. And Garrett, once again, cashing on the height advantage, but Coltis forces the turnover. Parker Yagi has her shot blocked. She's trying to track it down, and looked like a big sister keeping the ball away from little sister. DGF's out and running finally. And Couchman with a nice drop off to the right side, and the scoring drought comes to an end with the first bucket of the game from Michaela Bielen. Ava Janing gets it over to Coltis, who rattles in the mid-range jumper. Mariah Coltis was with her second bucket of the game. My apologies for the shoddy camera work. I was updating my statistics as we got a steal from Ava Janing. Janing loses her dribble. Oh, it was actually looking like it was going to bounce right to Sydney Roberts, but she was fouled before that could happen. Cowgirls once again down by 1 after the quick bucket from Mariah Coltis. Ava Janing, so far sitting on 3 points, could give her squad their first lead of the night with this trip to the line. Ava Janing, shooting the 1-and-1, and knocks it down. I'm not saying I was really confident in her, but I wrote down 2 circles on my JB stat book, so she usually knocks down the front end at least. See if it'll be a 2-for-2 trip, and it is not. So the game is tied up at 21. And DGF Costello picks up her dribble. In a little bit of trouble, but drops it off. They're looking to go inside to Garrett. Garrett's layup off the mark, and Coltis might have got away with a foul there. Like Coltis slapped on the wrist there, but Jonica Bernada is trying to cash in on it. Gets to Ava Janing, who drops it off on the right side to Sydney Roberts for the layup. Breckenridge takes their first lead of the game, 23-21 off the transition bucket, and Coltis is going to get called for this one. The DGF bench was irate. Did not get the call on that last one. I can't really blame him. 23-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. First phone is off the back iron. So Bloff is back into the game along with Anna Spear for Piper Janing and Mariah Coltis. Next free throw from Costello is good. 23-22 Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge trying to complete the season sweep as Jonica Bernades trying to keep Costello off of her. Goes over to the right wing to Sydney Roberts. Into the right corner to Ava Janing. Jonica Bernades now has it. A few feet behind the three-point line. Goes into the free throw line area to Sydney Roberts. Attacks the defense and lays it in for two. Takes a lot to scare Sydney Roberts away from a drive, that's for sure. 25-22 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Couchman with the ball. Feeds it to Garrett. Garrett, two defenders right on her, and she draws the foul. Aria Garrett at the stripe. Her first trip to the free throw line tonight. She's got 4 points. First free throw is good. I think she was a free throw merchant the first time we saw her play the Cowgirls, if I remember correctly. 23-25. Trying to make it a perfect trip. And that one rattles out. A 1-for-2 trip, 23-25 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sydney Roberts with the ball on the right side. Gets it to Ava Janing. Janing kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts puts up a three. Off the mark, rebounded by Anna Spear on the long side. Ava Janing now has it. A little to the left of the top of the key. Over to Sydney Roberts on the right wing. They fire it to Parker Yagi, who's still looking for her first points of the night. Nice kick out to Anna Spear in the left side. Ava Janing with a hard mid-range shot off the mark, and ball bounced off, I think, everyone on the court really quick there before DGF finally came away with it. Breckenridge just jumping right into a trap press. DGF able to break it. Cowgirls recover. Sydney Roberts, gambled on the steal. They go inside to Garrett. Garrett with a tough drive, and the foul is called by Bloffus, or on Bloffus. Aria Garrett with a tough back down and lay-in. 25 all on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Garrett completes the traditional three-point play to make it 26-25. Sydney Roberts drops into Aaron Bloffus in the short corner, hands and feet ready to shoot, but off the mark. Parker Yagi with the board. Kicks it out to Bloffus, who swings it to Ava Janing. Janing's three is off the mark. Did a good job trying to follow it, but Aria Garrett, just a tower down there. Hauling it in every time. Ava Janing doing a good job cutting off the dribble. Olivia Couchman takes it out to the left corner. Drops it into Boyd, Ellie Boyd. Driving inside for a tough runner, off the mark, and over the back on Boyd. Both teams in the 1-1. Ava Janing going to get her second 1-1 trip. Bernades into the game. Janing went 1 for 2 on her last trip to the line. My apologies. Better get the camera down here as I once again update my stats. And off the mark on the first free throw. And Breckenridge trying to cut it off at the sideline, and they force a travel on Costello. Parker Yagi will inbound next to the head coach of DGF, Jason Sunday. Jonica Bernades crosses the timeline. Drops it over to the right side to Piper Janing. They go inside to Aaron Bloffus. Bloffus block-to-block pass to Parker Yagi for the two. To end the scoring job for the Cowgirls and give them the lead back, 26-27. DGF gets past the press. They got 1:10 left to play in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They trail by 1. Costello. Skip pass over to the left wing. Couchman up to the top of the key to Boyd, and then on the right side of the floor is Oss. She isn't able to knock down her second three, but the offensive rebound is off the mark as well, as Aaron Blofis wraps up the possession with the rebound. Jonica Bernardes trying to make him pay in transition, doesn't have numbers, takes it out to the free throw line and pulls the trigger off the mark. Parker Yagi fighting for the rebound down low, but giving up a little bit of height there. Boyd comes away with it. DGF out and running again. Three on the left side, off the mark. Jonica Bernardes pushing tempo. Piper Janing leaking up front for the layup, and she does. Piper Janing had the first one rim out when she leaked out in transition, but that time she was ready to rock. 17 seconds left to go in this first half. Breck now up by 3. We'll see if DGF's able to tie it up before the half. Instead, they turn it over. Sydney Roberts feeding it up to another Piper Janing layup, and off the mark. Batted out of bounds by DGF. So Breckenridge will get the ball with 7.2. 29-26 Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Janing gets it into Aaron Blofis, who draws the foul. Had a size mismatch, and they rocketed it over to her, and she was ready to go up with it. Aaron Blofis looking for her first points of the night. Cowgirls trailed by a dozen at one point in this game. Now lead by 4 after this first free throw. Blofis going to complete the 2-for-2 trip. Free throws up and off the front iron. Rebounded by the Rebels. So 1 of 2. DGF has 1 second to get it off. They pick it up at half court, and Garrett isn't able to get a shot off. We got a 30-26 score heading into the locker room and into your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. You're listening to Cowgirl basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube on KBMW or at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wapaton.
All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turnable office, we got a 30-26 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge up after trailing by as many as a dozen in this ballgame. 19-7 they got down and then closed out the half by scoring the next, or outscoring their foes 23-7. A 23-7 run, that's not too shabby at all to end the first half. And a lot of girls getting in the scoring column. Actually, all 8 girls getting in the scoring column for Breckenridge, but we'll run through theirs after we do DGFs. So leading the way for DGF with 8 points. We got 2 girls with 8 points. First off, we'll start off with Aria Garrett, definitely a focal point in the DGF offensive and defensive game plan. She's definitely a force on both sides, and so she's got 8 points. And then getting out and running in transition is Greta DeVries with 8 points thus far. The 5'5 junior does also have 3 fouls, though. So she picked up a 3rd foul, which was obviously a big factor in the first half and kind of took away from DGF's transition play and actually maybe allowed Breckenridge to leak out a little bit more in transition as well because they didn't have her kind of chasing it down and blowing it up. But she had 8 points of her own. They got 3 points from Annalise Oss. The only 3-pointer of the game for DGF came from her. 2 points apiece from 3 different girls. Got Olivia Couchman, who buried a couple free throws, and then 1 layup apiece for Michaela Bielen and also Ellie Boyd. And then 1 point off of the bench for Camille Costello as well for DGF. And this State Farm Stat Report brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Matt and Amanda Frederick actually sitting a few rows in front of us. Just made sure to go talk to them during the halftime show. We'll run through the scoring for Breckenridge, starting off with Jonica Bernardes scored the first 7 points of the Cowgirls and then let her supporting cast take care of the other 23. So since then, after Jonica's 7 points, 4 apiece from 2 girls off the bench, Mariah Coltis and Ava Janing. Ava Janing banked in a 3 and then also knocked down a free throw. 1 for 3 at the stripe so far for her, though, so she's going to want to improve on that. But Mariah Coltis with a couple 2-point buckets for 4 points off the bench. And then Sydney Roberts, can't forget about her 4 points. And, speaking of forgetting girls, my apologies, Parker Yegi had 5 points. So my numbers are out of order. She had a 3 and also a 2-point make. And then we got 2 points from Piper Janing and 1 point from Aaron Blofis. Hope I didn't miss anybody there. So 8 girls getting in the scoring column once again for Breckenridge. And the bench were really key to really sparking that run. That's going to be a front runner for play of the game, even though it's a sequence of plays. You guys know how we do it around here. We always cheat in the special segments. But that run was definitely sparked by the girls. They had 8 straight points scored by bench players. Anna Spear and Ava Janing each knocked down a triple, and Mariah Coltis got a bucket during the run. So they definitely gave the offense some life, which was really fun to see. And we'll see if they're going to play a big role in the second half. I'm going to be thinking that they are. If Breckenridge is going to be able to hang on to this lead, 30-26 your score. To get wrapped up with the State Farm Stat Report, Breckenridge led by Jonica Bernardes with 7 points. DGF led by Aria Garrett and Greta DeVries with 8 apiece. We'll take a quick break on the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. Once again, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. And we'll revisit that key to the game brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapaton.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome back as we get ready to wrap up the Minnesota Ag Products Halftime Show. Once again, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. And my key to the game was Cowgirls. Get out and run in transition. And Piper Janning was listening in the memo. I think I've seen Jonica Bernardes try to get out and run a couple times, but she usually figures out she doesn't have the numbers and then makes the high IQ play and takes it back out and looks for a better opportunity. But the Minnesota Ag Products Halftime Show ran through the stat report. All 8 Cowgirls that got in the game got in the scoring column. Don't always see that for the first half. You don't even always see all 5 starters get in the scoring column. So Breckenridge will send out their same starting 5, as will DGF. They send out Greta DeVries, Michaela Bielen, Ellie Boyd, Aria Garrett, and Olivia Couchman, while the Cowgirls go with Parker Yagi, Sydney Roberts, Jonica Bernardes, Piper Janning, and Erin Blofus. Almost called Piper Ava. Had to catch myself there. As Couchman has the ball with Roberts guarding. Thank you all for tuning in on B92.7 FM as we got a 3 off the mark, rebounded by Erin Blofus. Gets it to Jonica Bernardes. Breckenridge pushing the tempo right away. Sydney Roberts trying to beat the zone down the floor. Picks up her dribble. Shot fake. Has it stripped away, but recovers her dribble. Pass fake, and then lines up a wide open 3 off the mark. Piper Janning doing a good job keeping that alive to let Parker Yagi get the rebound. Erin Blofus, nice extra pass to the top of the key to Jonica Bernardes. Her shot is off the mark, but Sydney Roberts showing off the hustle to try to track it down. Instead, she's going to end up in the bleachers. Out of bounds, Cowgirl ball. Or Rebels ball. Apologies. 30-26, Cowgirls on the lead. Nobody's scored so far here in the first 37 seconds of the second half. DGF gets by the press, and they got a wide open look at a layup, but Erin Blofus swats that out of there. They drop off to Garrett. Garrett trying to kick it out to the left corner to DeVries. Dribble over to the right side is Olivia Couchman. Looking to potentially drive on Yagi. Instead, they swing it over to the left side of the floor. 3-pointers up and short. Sydney Roberts going to be kicking herself if she watches that one on tape. Got to block out. Couchman's 3. Oh, she's going to be kicking herself if she watches that on tape as well. Goes out of bounds after not hitting any rim or net or backboard. And I just saw on the screen up here, as we got to travel, that recently Aria Garrett actually went over 1,000 points, already only as a junior. So both teams with a junior who's surpassed the 1,000-point mark. When this is all said and done, this is going to be one of the, just this whole area it seems like this whole area has a really good junior class, like for every HOL school. It's going to be really fun when we get to kind of put together like an AJOL all-star team, and all those girls are seniors. It's going to be a pretty loaded class. One of the better ones I've seen come through the area. But swung over to the right wing. And near the top of the key. Hard drive inside from DeVries. Shot is off the mark. She's saying, I need a foul call here. Piper Janing out and running. And she turns it over. DeVries once again getting a run out down the floor. And she gets the layup to drop. DeVries lives in transition. 28-30. Jonica Bernades gets it to Parker Yagi. Aaron Blofus feeds it up to Piper Janing. Janing to Bernades. Bernades attacks the closeout. Kicks it out to the left corner. Sydney Roberts. Dribble to a jump stop. Jonica Bernades looking for Yagi inside. Yagi kicks it out to the left corner to a wide open Sydney Roberts. And her three's off the mark. Piper Janing follows it and is looking to go to that lefty hook shot, but off the mark. Cowgirls got a few opportunities there, but DGF just holding too strong inside, and now Breckenridge picks up a foul on the complete opposite side of the floor. Aaron Blofus getting tagged with this one. DGF ball. 28-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Both teams going with the press. They're letting them play today as we see a girl get laid out by Sydney Roberts. By the way, Aaron Blofus just picked up foul number 3, so that's something to keep an eye out, as Mariah Coltis will spell her for that reason. And Sydney Roberts just picked up her first foul, Agent 0. They get it inside to Couchman. Couchman dribbling on the DGF logo. They got Aria Garrett on the perimeter, looking for a mismatch inside on Parker Yagi, and they go to it for the layup. Ellie Boyd making him pay down low. Piper Janing has it poked free from behind as we got a tie ball game. 30-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF scoring the first 4 points of this second half. Gonna look to add to the run. Swinging over to the right wing. Now they're going to inside to Ellie Boyd once again. Inside out look, but off the mark. Jonica Bernades with the board. Bernades pushing the tempo. Skips it over to Parker Yagi. She's wide open, and that was a very smooth catch and shoot, but rimmed out as Sydney Roberts gets whacked. (30-30). A very evenly matched HOL clash as Piper Janing picks up the foul. Or not Piper Janing. Apologies. That is on DGF. Olivia Couchman picking up the foul. Parker Yagi. Bounded to her, dribbles over to the left side of the floor. Looking to attack and was looking to drop off to Mariah Coltis, but was fouled on her way to the hoop. Foul is on number 10, Michaela Bielen. 14:50 left to go in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Shout out to AM 1450 KBMW, of course, our sister station, Jonica Bernades. It's KBMW time, of course, 14:50. And tied up for a jump ball. Good hands there from Ellie Boyd to tie that one up. Looks like it is Cowgirl ball. Ava Janing in the ball game. Checked in for Piper, trying to give a little bit more of an offensive punch, see if Ava is going to do the trick. Gets it into Jonica Bernades. Bernades with the pass fake. Goes into the high post to Mariah Coltis. Hand off to Bernades, but she takes it right back out. Oh, and her pass is stolen away. Don't see that very often from Bernades. The guard-to-guard pass gets swiped. DGF. See what they can do with it. They're looking to go inside, and Ellie Boyd once again trying to go to that size mismatch. The 5'9" junior had a post up on Ava Janing. Ava Janing was listed at 5'4", the 8th grader is, as Jonica Bernades takes a quick breath. They get inbounded to a wide open Ellie Boyd, and Parker Yagi almost had the rebound, and DeVries' reverse layup is off the mark, out of bounds off of the Cowgirls. So inbounding under the hoop is going to be Olivia Couchman once again. 5'6" junior gets it into Garrett, and Breckenridge's defense wasn't ready for that one. Sydney Roberts didn't stay straight up, ended up hacking on the wrist. So Second foul on Sydney Roberts. Garrett shooting her 4th and 5th free throws. First one's nothing but net. Annalise Oss into the ball game, as well as Camille Costello. Keep an eye on her. I like her game in the backcourt. The 5'3" sophomore. Just comes into the game and is automatically thinking we're out running, right? 31-30 as the first 5 points of this half have been scored by the Rebels. And now the first 6 after the 2-for-2 trip. 32-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Parker Yagi to Sydney Roberts. Now Ava Janing has it. Janing gets past the defender. Looking to get rid of it, and DGF is just all over all these pass lanes, but out of bounds off of the Rebels. Anna Spear is also checked into the ball game for her first action of the second half. Anna Spear gets it on the left wing, goes to Parker Yagi, who is looking to drop it down, but Aria Garrett, tough to pass around her. Parker Yagi with the turnover, and DGF riding a 6-0 run to start off this second half. Couchman with a little step back inside, off the mark. Nice rebound by Boyd, and then she kicks it out. Now over to the right wing to Oss. She drops it into the right corner. They're looking for Garrett inside, and we got a... Oh, Aria Garrett got... Or my apologies. Oh, they work. Oh, they are calling it on Aria Garrett. All right, not sure where the foul was, but that's only the first foul on Aria Garrett, so good news for DGF. Jonica Bernardes gets the inbound, trying to dribble out of the trap, takes it up the right sideline. Really doing a good job of changing speeds and keeping this defense honest. Parker Yagi, and has it stripped away from behind. DGF out and running. Jump stop and layup off the mark, rebounded by Mariah Coltis. So Breckenridge doing a good job getting back in transition. Jonica Bernardes out and running with her Cowgirl teammates. Hangs out on the perimeter, gets it into Parker Yagi in the elbow area. She goes around Garrett. Kept trying to attack Garrett and, get her out on the free throw line area, but she's doing a good job of blowing up all the passes that they're trying to go with. And Parker Yagi just said, let's try going around the diversion. 32-30. The obstacle. And first Yagi free throw is off the mark. Yagi on 5 points, and Breckenridge looking for their first points of the second half still. There it is. So 32-31 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Do the Yagi free throw. Now she'll get a breather. With 13-11 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Piper Janing in the ball game. Oss gets it over to the right side. And now Aria Garrett with the ball on the perimeter. Once again, they're looking for Ellie Boyd with the post-up look. And Oss is going to make it rain with another triple. Annalise Oss with her second 3 of the game. Makes it 35-30. Ava Janing comes to a jump stop, and the floater might have got tipped. Say out of bounds off the Cowgirls, so it was not tipped. Ryan Coltis doing a good job trying to help out. Boyd gets it in cleanly. Back to Ellie Boyd. Now over to Couchman. Couchman feeds it up to Costello. Garrett gets it over into a wide open Oss, and her 3 is off the mark. That would have been her 3rd hit from downtown. 35-31 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF has been locked in out of the gate with a 9-1 run to start off this second half. Piper Janing inbounds it to Ava Janing. Janing picks up her dribble over to Piper. Piper Janing to Jonica Bernardes on the right side of the floor. She whips it over to the left side of the floor to Anna Spear just inside the arc, and she knocks it down. Nobody tell Anna that she was inside the arc. She won't shoot it. Anna Spear knocks it down. 5 points for her to stop the bleeding for the Cowgirls, and a nice save there to keep it in bounds, but might be ill-advised as Breckenridge is out with numbers. On a spear on the left side, goes to Mariah Coltis, and it is stolen away. DGF trying to run out in transition now. Oz picks up her dribble, goes to Costello. DeVries looking to drive, playing with 3 fouls. They go inside to Garrett, and she draws the foul. $35-33 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Garrett going through the routine and knocks down the free throw. Aaron Bloff is back in the game playing with 3 fouls. Garrett has made her last 4 free throws. So far 5 of 6 at the stripe on the night. And another 2 for 2 trip. To make it 37-33 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Piper Janing ends up getting called for the foul. Greta DeVries picks up the foul. Doing her best to keep her cool with the situation. Ellie Boyd back in the ball game. As DeVries comes out with 4 fouls. Or my apologies, they're letting her play with 4 fouls. 11:41 left to play in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 37-33. Parker Yagi. Going to crossover Costello, gets it to Piper Janing. Janing to Parker Yagi. Jonica Bernadez on the left wing. Overload on the left side. They're going inside to Erin Blofes with the turnaround, and she leaves it short, but Parker Yagi, Johnny on the spot for the rebound. She's fouled in the process. Both teams have 5 team fouls already. We're not even 7 minutes into the second half. That's the 6th team foul on DGF, so 1 out of the penalty already. Piper Janing inbounding under the basket in front of the DGF student section, gets it into Erin Blofes, who mishandles it, and head coach Tony Bogenreef was able to get a timeout in before any chaos ensued. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. Once you build with them, you won't build any other way. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM. Breck Trails 37-33 when we come back.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
After that Heitkamp Construction timeout, we are back. We got a 37-33 ball game. Breckenridge trails DGF. Parker Yagi gets the inbound, swings it to Jonica Bernadez. Over to Ava Janing. Now to Piper Janing on the left side of the floor. Ava Janing now has it near the free throw line. Takes a dribble inside, kicks it out to Jonica Bernadez, who misses the 3. Piper Janing rebounds it, trying to find something to do with it, and goes up with a shot, and she's going to get called for the travel. Just a sea of hands above, and just tried launching the shot over it. Maybe it might have been the right play, but they're saying she walked before that. So 37-33 the score remains. Breckenridge trails on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, trying to snap DGF's 11-game winning streak. Swung around the perimeter, over to Olivia Couchman. Couchman over to Costello. Ava Janing guarding. Now into the right corner to Couchman. She attacks the drive, or attacks the closeout, drops it off, and now gets swung over to the right side of the floor, and now back over to the left side we go. Shot is blocked by Piper Janning. I've raved enough about her length all year, but just causes nightmares on defense. And a great pass from Jonica Bernades to find Ava Janning for the layup. 37-35 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Jonica Bernades and Piper Janning trapping like crazy. Costello now is in the left corner. And, ooh, Ava Janning's going to get called for the foul here, trying to poke that steal free. So 6-team foul. Now both teams 1 foul out of the bonus. Breckenridge sticking with their 2-3 zone. Piper Janning fighting through to try to stop the corner shot. Way off the mark. Rebounded by Bernades. Ava Janning leaking out in transition. She's got 3 Rebels in pursuit, and she's going to take a foul. Going up for the layup, Ava Janning. She must have heard me saying that her sister Piper is the only one getting out running in transition. Doing her part. Could match her first half point total if she knocks these first 2 down. Currently sitting on half a dozen. That is the 4th foul on Olivia Couchman. So we'll keep an eye on that as Mariah Coltis checks into the ballgame. So 37-36 after Ava Janning buries the first free throw. On the floor for Breckenridge, we got Anna Spear, Jonica Bernades, Ava Janning, Mariah Coltis, and Parker Yagi. Well, Ava Janning will get a break now after she buried the second free throw. Sydney Roberts back in the ballgame. 37 all. Breckenridge has scored the last 7. 37 all. DGF breaking the press. Garrett delivers it over to one of the guards. They get it up to Schreiber. Costello now has it. Swung around to Boyd, and her shot ends up basket obstruction. So they have to call it out of play. And we are at 9:38 remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Knotted up at 37. Jonica Bernades and near the top of the key. Nobody around her, but she's waiting for Parker Yagi, who dropped it down to Mariah Coltis, who misses the first one, but follows it and drops it in. Just patting those rebound stats, Mariah Coltis. She's got half a dozen, and now her team is up 39-37 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF trying to answer inside, and they do. Michaela Bieling, her second bucket. Parker Yagi feeds it over to Anna Spear, all knotted up at 39. Spear tracks it back down. Skip pass out to Jonica Bernades. Pass fake and drive inside. Beautiful drop off to Coltis. She doesn't pull the trigger on it. Instead, she gets it to Anna Spear, who misses the shot. Rebounded by Garrett. Aria Garrett. Sydney Roberts gambles on the steal once again. Very aggressive defense being played by both squads tonight. Camille Costello swings it over to the left wing to Schreiber. Schreiber, Jonica Bernades guarding. Costello now has it again. Tries throwing it inside to save it from going out of bounds, and Anna Spear comes up with a steal. And Parker Yagi getting downhill and drawing the foul on the floor, 1 and 1, so at least one free throw coming. Breckenridge scored 6 straight to make it to take a very brief lead. Now it's tied back up at 39. Parker Yagi sitting on 6 points at this point, and gets a generous roll on the first. She is 2 for 3 at the stripe thus far. Next free throw could tie this up. And she does. 2 for 2 trip for Yagi. We got a 41-39 score. DGF now trailing for the second time this second half. 8:12 left to play. Breckenridge trying to complete the season sweep. Boyd out to Bieling. Back to Boyd. She drives inside and has it stolen away on a spear with the quick hands in the passing lane. She's making her impact felt on both sides of the floor, and we got a charge on Sydney Roberts. I'm not 100% sure how set the defender was, but I'm not going to doubt that Sydney Roberts genuinely knocked her over, that's for sure. I mean, I probably wouldn't take a charge from Sydney Roberts, that's for sure. DGF, it's an inbounded to Bjelland. And then they rocket it up to try to get some numbers in transition. Breckenridge recovers well, but Shriver is able to hit a little midi. You know, that's a shot that Breckenridge, you know, might not too be worried about giving up, but tied up at 41 is the result. Sydney Roberts. Pass fake now over to Ava Janing. Ava Janing directs Sydney Roberts. Feet behind the three-point line. Not a whole lot of movement toward the hoop. Just kind of swinging around the perimeter. Trying to see if they can catch the defense slipping. Sydney Roberts now has it. 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Sydney Roberts dribbles it up to the arc, but head coach Tony Bogenreef will burn a timeout. Try to get something drawn up for this last 7 seconds they got to work with on the shot clock. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Highcamp Construction. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Welcome back after that Highcamp Construction timeout. We are back at DGF High School. Both teams knotted up at 41. Breckenridge has got 7 seconds to work with here on the shot clock. Parker Yagi, that must be what they drew up. Didn't hit the rim, though, so that's a shot clock. Oh, there's going to be a foul before the shot clock violation. All right. There's a foul right. That was probably a millisecond before the shot clock violation. So 1-and-1 free throw opportunity coming for Mariah Coltis. Chance to give her squad the lead back. And she does. Mariah Coltis sitting on 7 points. Make it 8 as she rattles it in. 43-41 Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 7:05 left to play. DGF breaks the press and rocket it onto the perimeter to Couchman. Couchman over to Ellie Boyd. Boyd over to Oss. Oss doing some weave action over to the right wing, and they try going inside, and Piper Janning was almost going to cash in on that steal, but Ellie Boyd was able to make the heads-up play. And the floater on the left side is up and dropped in. Olivia Couchman with her first field goal of the night. Couldn't have come at a better time. Ties it up at 43. And now Breckenridge turns it over. Couchman. We'll see if she tries to make it back-to-back buckets. Instead, she skips it over to Oss on the left wing. Got to have your hand up out there on her. Couchman. Skip pass is picked off by Jonica Bernadez. A little bit of contact in the air. And tied up for a jump ball. DGF ball. $43-all with 6:11 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The first of 2 games between Breckenridge and DGF today as Ava Janning swipes the steal. Janning out running in transition and is going to draw the foul. Just angled her body perfect on that one to put the defender in a situation where the only way she could block it is by also fouling. We got some body on that one. 6:06 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That is the 4th foul on Ellie Boyd. First free throw is good from Janning. 44-43 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And 1-for-2 trip by Ava Janning, but an offensive rebound from Parker Yagi, and the free throw is the layup is off the mark. So 1-for-2 trip for Ava Janning. DGF gets it over to the left side to Boyd, and now Oss has it on the right wing. Looking to go inside to Garrett, and Coltis and Yagi both there applying the pressure. Yagi comes away with the rebound. Dishes it up to Ava Janning, who got behind the defense, but kicked it out to Mariah Coltis. Coltis skip pass over to the right wing. Sydney Roberts attacks baseline and draws the foul. In the double bonus, so 2 free throws coming for Sydney Roberts. Roberts, who had 4 points in the opening half, hasn't scored yet here in the second half. First free throw from Roberts is off the mark. Left it short. Going to try to redeem herself here and make it a 2-point game. Next free throw is up and good. Sydney Roberts 1-for-2. Makes it 43-45 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF has it right in front of their own bench. DeVries looking to get downhill. Jonica Bernades sending her back out. Over to the right corner. DeVries picks up her dribble. Yagi guarding. Goes inside to Boyd. She kicks it out to Garrett. Garrett. Ball movement over to Oss in the left corner. She's going to put up a 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Sydney Roberts. Roberts dishes it up to Piper Janning, who's getting out in front of the defense and ends up trying to Euro pass the defender, but it was tipped loose, and it's going to be DGF ball. I had a different angle on it, but 45-43 Cowgirl lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge sticking with their press. Oss has it now. Ellie Boyd driving by Piper Janning. Kind of the ideal person to have at the top of your press. Jonica Bernades coming to guard DeVries on the perimeter. Get it to the elbow area to Boyd. DeVries gets the ball screen and picked off by Aaron Blothus. Jonica Bernades going to look to get to the cup. Kicks it out to the right side to Sydney Roberts. And she misses the 3, but Parker Yagi on the rebound. Piper Janning's going to put up a mid-range jumper. Leaves that short. Both teams going cold offensively here. 45-43 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It's looking like an old-school HOL battle as head coach of DGF, Jason Sunday, takes a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. We got a 2-point game when we get back. 45-43, Cowgirls in the lead with 4:12 left to go. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Welcome back after that Heitkamp Construction timeout. We're back at DGF High School. Breckenridge Cowgirls with a slim 45-43 lead, and in a stunning turn of events, the Breckenridge Cowgirls take over possession. These refs are having fun out here. The sportsmanship code told me I got to take that well. 45-43, DGF gets it inbounded. Greta DeVries gets it over to the left corner to Oss, and Ellie Boyd had a heck of an opportunity there with a mismatch, but ended up blowing the layup. DeVries going to try to cash in on a mid-range jumper, but off the mark, rebounded by Aaron Blofus. Golden opportunity for the Rebels with a point-blank look at the rim. Ellie Boyd couldn't make the left-handed layup drop. Ava Janning with the ball now. Sydney Roberts has it on the left wing. Back to Ava Janning. Janning over the right wing to Piper Janning. Piper Janning dribbles over a little bit. Couple defenders come her way. Drops it off to Parker Yagi, who's going to attack the defense. Right-handed layup is not going to rattle in. That's about as close as you can get. Sydney Roberts follows it, though. He's going to go with the right-handed hook shot and drop it in. Sydney Roberts with the layup. And we got a foul on Parker Yagi. He's being a little too aggressive on the press. Cowgirls up by 4. 47-43 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Greta DeVries getting at least one free throw. My apologies. Better get over there. For all the viewers on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel. If you're just listening to the game on the B and you're saying, I wish I could watch this, just know we're on YouTube. Want to let you traditional radio listeners know, as we got the first 1-and-1 free throw coming. Potentially the only 1-and-1 free throw for Greta DeVries. And she rattles it in. First trip to the stripe for the junior guard. Rattles in the first, and she is in double figures with 11. Parker Yagi on the bench with 3:19 left to go. Expect to see her back by about the 3:05 mark, I would think. Next free throw is good. 2-for-2 trip for DeVries. Breckenridge. Ends up turning it over. DGF's press giving them trouble as DeVries drops it off. They're looking over on the left side to a cutting Rebel player, but Boyd gets it back. Now to Oss. Gotta watch out for her on the perimeter. She swings over to the right side. Greta DeVries getting downhill, and her reverse layup off the mark. Might have got hacked in the process as well, but 47-45 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge in the lead. Sydney Roberts trying to keep it that way. Drops it into Jonica Bernades in the high post. Out to Aaron Blofus on the right wing. Blofus to Bernades. Bernades gets a ball screen. 15 seconds to operate before having to get a shot up. Sydney Roberts has it. Tried to go back to Bernades, cutting to the elbow area, but it got tipped and stolen. DGF with the chance to tie it up or take the lead with a 3. In the left corner. And they're looking to go inside, and Boyd misses the short jumper. Goes off the back iron, rebounded by Piper Janning. Piper Janning gets it over to Jonica Bernades. Just past the DGF logo. Now over to Piper Janning. Swings it to Ava Janning. And now Piper Janning. Ill-advised pass to the elbow area, off the mark and stolen away. Bit of a miscue there with Jonica Bernades. One zigged while the other zagged, it looked like. They swing it over to the left corner. And now to Greta DeVries. Up to the left elbow to Boyd. Don't know how she got that open, but did not make the jumper. Jonica Bernades with the ball. And because of the there hasn't been any stoppages of play, we've had a couple girls waiting to sub in for a while. With $1:30 left to go, Breckenridge is up by 2. There's that stoppage of play we were just talking about. Parker Yagi into the game. As did Mariah Coltis. So Aaron Blofus and Piper Janning will get a breather. So on the floor for Breck, we got Ava Janning, Sydney Roberts, Parker Yagi, Mariah Coltis, and Jonica Bernades. Bernades gets the ball, tries to get downhill with the reverse layup, off the mark. Was able to absorb some contact there, but no call. Good job staying disciplined by DGF. And Parker Yagi with the steal. Goes up with the left-handed layup and drops it in. 49-45 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Couchman looking to answer with a layup of her own, and she does. 2-point game. 47-49 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Ava Janning has it in front of the Breckenridge bench. 47 seconds left to play. Breckenridge up 49-47 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Taking their sweet time. They do have a shot clock in Minnesota, but we got a timeout taken by head coach Tony Bogenreef. 39.7 seconds left to go. Breckenridge with a 49-47 lead. You are listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
DGF High School. Breckenridge Cowgirls with a 49-47 advantage after that high camp construction timeout. They got 15 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Jonica Bernadez has the ball. She gets the ball screen from Parker Yagi. Trying to work a little two-man game there. Instead, they go to the right corner to Ava Janning. Drops it off to Mariah Coltis. Sails the jumper. Parker Yagi comes up with the rebound and tries going up with it. We got a jump ball. Jump ball sticks with the Cowgirls. They got 5 seconds left to work with. And I think some fans are asking for a clock reset. I don't know if you do a clock reset on that, as Parker Yagi drops it in off the inbound play. 51-47. We'll see if that ends up being the dagger. DGF still got time. They're feeding it up to Boyd. 19 seconds left to play. Boyd goes inside, misses the layup. Cowgirls trying to get on the floor along with DGF. And jump ball. And DGF ball off the jump ball. $51-47 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF head coach is going to, Jason Sunday is going to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
And welcome back. Still in the timeout break, the high camp construction timeout break. Head coach Tony Bogenreef getting his squad sent out there. DGF break the huddle. They got 13.6 seconds to work with to cut into a 4-point deficit. We'll see how they do it. Parker Yagi is here directing traffic on the floor for the Cowgirls. They got Piper Janing, Mariah Coltis, Parker Yagi, Sydney Roberts, and Jonica Bernadez. They get into Ellie Boyd. Boyd tries handing it off. Yagi blows up the dribble handoff. They get over to the left wing to Oz. Oz almost banks it in at an impossible angle. DGF comes up with the rebound. Couchman's shot is off the mark, and Breckenridge pulls on for the 4-point victory, 51-47, your final on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with a hybrid of a Miller Realty postgame show along with a Red River Grain pregame show, because we'll be wrapping up this game and setting up the next one as well. You've been listening to Cowgirl Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. We'll be right back with your post-game show, play of the game, and player of the game as well on B92.7.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Online at smithmotors.com.
And welcome back to DGF as we jump into your Miller Realty postgame show, brought to you by Miller Realty in Breckenridge. And we'll start off with the DGF Rebels leading the way for them with 12 points apiece. The same girls that were leading them in the first half with 8 apiece. They both ended up with a dozen each. It was Greta DeVries and Aria Garrett, and they were getting their points in completely different ways. Greta DeVries was getting out in transition. She had 8 points in the first half off of all those transition layups. And then Aria Garrett, we know her game, getting inside and playing some bully ball. So 12 points each for them. 6 of Aria Garrett's points coming from the stripe. She actually was held without a field goal in the second half, so credit to the Breckenridge defense there. 12 points off of a pair of threes from Annalise Oss. And then 6 points each, or 6 points also from Olivia Couchman, who starts for them at the guard. And then they had 4 points apiece from Ellie Boyd as well as Michaela Bieland. And then don't want to miss anybody here. We got 2 points from Hallie Schreiber, and then 1 point from Camille Costello, who I'm very excited to see here in the next couple of years. I like her game. But on to the Breckenridge Cowgirls statistics. All 8 girls getting in the scoring column tonight. They all did in the first half, matter of fact. Parker Yagi scoring 12 points to lead Breckenridge in a very balanced attack. 9 points from Ava Janning off the bench. 8 points from Raya Coltis off the bench. 7 apiece from Sydney Roberts and Jonica Bernades. And then we have Anna Spear with 5 points. 2 points from Piper Janning, and then 1 point from Aaron Blofis as well. So that is a look at your State Farm stat report, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. And now we gotta, we're doing a little bit of an abbreviated post-game show here for the folks. Usually we do this a little longer, but we're gonna dive into our play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. I want to say the play of the game, was when Breckenridge really got that put together the 23-7 run to close the first half, and that was sparked off of the bench. So Ava Janing, Anna Spear, Mariah Coltis coming in. They actually strung together a 7-0 run between the three of them. It was actually an 8-0 run because a pair of threes and then a 2. So Anna Spear, Mariah Coltis, and Ava Janing doing a fantastic job of coming in there and sparking the squad, and you could tell they rode the momentum. Like I said, they were down 19-7 in the first half and then went into halftime up by 4. So if that doesn't tell you how much they responded after that and how the bench gave them a lift, I don't know what really will. So that's going to be my play of the game, the run that was sparked by the bench. And you know what? I'm gonna give it to the trio, the bench girls as well. We're going to say the bench won them this game because I'm going to go with them for my players of the game. It's going to be all across the board. Ava Janing, Mariah Coltis, as well as Anna Spear. All three of them did a fantastic job in both halves and were instrumental to the victory. So I'm gonna say the Breckenridge bench because I haven't done that yet. So I'm gonna go with those three girls for player of the game. Just brought to you by Essentia Health here with you. And then play of the game once again was brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. So that'll wrap up the Miller Realty post-game show. And we're going to transition since you see if you're watching on the YouTube stream, you can see the Cowboy basketball team warming up. Got the Breckenridge Cowboys set to take on DGF in the second half of this doubleheader. We got HOL basketball on the airwaves, and Breckenridge has started off the doubleheader up 1-0. We'll see if the Cowboys can pull off the sweep. You're listening to the Miller Realty post-game show, and you're about to listen to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
There's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the primary care walk-in clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And let me know how that volume sounds out there, folks. Doing my darndest to make sure we don't have like an awful echo here. So I maybe had the volume just a hair too low while I was messing around with the settings. So for those of you who are just joining, Breckenridge Cowgirls open up this doubleheader with a 51-47 victory over DGF. And the Breckenridge Cowgirls have completed the season sweep of the Rebels, who were on fire heading into this ball game, and I can tell you that looks like a different team from the one we saw that came to Breckenridge. That is for sure, as DGF ended up falling in that one. But like I said, we're going to dive into the matchup with the boys game now. The Breckenridge Cowboys got a tough DGF squad to face off with as well. Breckenridge coming into this game with a 6-5 record. Their last game was a loss to Staples Motley, which was a very high-scoring affair. We haven't seen one of those games in Breckenridge in a while, where it just ends up being a shootout. 91-80 ended up being the final in that one against Staples Motley, I believe. I'm 90% sure that's the score. I'm going to have it for you in just a second. My apologies here as we continue the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. Breckenridge got their 6-5 record, 90-82. Oh, so close. They lost to Staples Motley, so they've lost their last two after a 4-game winning streak, and are currently 6-5. Like I said, those wins coming over Battle Lake, Frazee, Lake Park, Audubon, Barnesville, Underwood, Rothsay, and then obviously the two straight losses. So DGF got this one, and then the border battle on Saturday. So Breckenridge has got a very great week of basketball, and we already talked about this in the first pregame show, but we'll touch back to the boys' power poll. Let you know what the HOL standings are looking like, as DGF atop the HOL with their 8-3 record, 6-1 in the conference, and DGF definitely them and Pelican Rapids, the teams to beat on both sides for the boys and the girls. Their only loss for DGF, the only losses they've had so far, a 21-point loss to Pelican Rapids, and then Ada Borup they fell to by 7 points, and then they lost to Glencoe Silver Lake by 39. So they played a really tough schedule here. Held Staples Motley to 52. I don't know how they did that, but they beat them 53-52. Bested Park Rapids by 5. Beat Perm by 2, and another nail-biter, 45-43. And followed that up with a 26-point victory over Sacred Heart for DGF heading into this one. And now let's do the State Farm Stat Report once again, brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. If you missed this in the first pregame show, we thought we'd run through some numbers for you once again. As JD Gomez leading the Cowboys with just under 15 points a game. 4.3 assists, they love that number. The 4.1 rebounds, they're spoiled by that too, I'm sure. And the 2.6 steals a game. Oh, animal on both ends of the ball. And then Aiden Sanchez, scoring has dipped just a little bit recently. He was averaging about the same as JD Gomez, but now he's down to 12.5 a game. 6 rebounds along with 2.6 assists and just under 3 steals. Luke Christensen at 11.7 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, and then 2 steals a game, just under that at least. Also, he averages more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds. That's just a bizarre stat for you, but it shows you how hard Luke Christensen hits the glass. Or Levi Christensen. Oh, shout out to Luke. Hope you're doing well at Concordia, my guy. Cooper Roberts, 10.5 points a game, 6.7 rebounds and 2.5 assists. And Jackson Riggs, 10.3 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, and a block per game as well. And once again, let's point it out. Cowboys got 5 guys in double figures scoring. You know, that's they got to be so happy with that. I don't even know if one guy averaged double figures last year, but the Breckenridge Cowboys, they got a balanced attack, and they bring a good amount of guys off the bench too, so a lot of guys that can do some damage. So we'll see how that holds up against DGF. We'll take a quick break, come back with your starting lineups. Brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply. Don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. And it's time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. And we'll start off with the DGF Rebels. They go like this: Tommy Rader, a senior sophomore wearing number 0. Quincy Cox, number 1, 6'3" sophomore. 6'3", and he's not even the tallest guy in the lineup. Grant Anderson, 6'6", wearing number 2. He's a senior. Oh, Mr. Halgo's here. Shout out to Coach Halgo dropping in and saying hi. Oh, that made my day. Grant Anderson, the 6'6" senior. Dylan Anderson, 6'4" senior at number 3. And then Mason Bjerken, starting at the junior, wears number 23. He's a 5'11" junior, I might add. And then the Breckenridge Cowboys sticking with their starting 5 of J.D. Gomez, 5'9" senior, wearing number 1. Aiden Sanchez, number 2, is a sophomore wearing listed at 6'1". Cooper Roberts, 6'2", junior, wearing number 3. And Levi Christensen, 6'3", junior, wearing number 5. And Connor Ernst rounding out the starters. Sophomore wears number 13, is listed at 5'10". Only 2 seniors on the roster, J.D. Gomez and Logan Church, coincidentally the Southpaws on the squad. So Breckenridge Cowboys go roll that out for their starting 5. Starting lineups, once again, brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. Giving them a couple more minutes to warm up, and I don't think we're doing the anthem, so we're just going to pause for that and for starters, and we'll come back with your opening tip, brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science. You are listening to the Red River Grain pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
And welcome back as we get ready to wrap up the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmers since 1986. It looks like we got a last-minute scratch to the starting five, and it'll actually be Charlie Craychaw getting the nod today. Aiden Sanchez coming off the bench, presumably. And DGF, once again, will run through their starters with Tommy Rader, Quincy Cox, Grant Anderson, Dylan Anderson, and Mason Bierkin as well. We got Rader and Bierkin both under 6 foot, and after that it's 6'3" and up. Including the Anderson boys, 6'6" Grant Anderson, Dylan Anderson, 6'4". Not sure if there's any relation with the two Andersons, or the two Andersons related, twins? Are the two Andersons related? Twins? Oh, cousin? Okay, cousins. Not related at all. Okay. I thought you said yes right away. I thought I was getting some good info here from a fellow broadcaster, but no relation on the Andersons. Believe that. So Breckenridge Cowboys, once again, got a last-minute update to the starting five with Aiden Sanchez coming off the bench today, presumably. So Charlie Craychaw getting the nod for his first career start. Craychaw earned himself a bit of a following with the NDSCS basketball team, losing their mind the last game they were at. This opening tip brought to you by North Dakota State College of Science, the science of learning by doing, as the opening tip is batted out of bounds. So Rebels get first crack at this. Technically, no time came off the clock. Get it into... Oh, looks like DGF had a last-minute scratch, too. Camden Schreiber getting the nod today. And Schreiber will get his first look at the rim. Off the mark, rebounded by J.D. Gomez. Gomez, been a star since switching over to Breckenridge. And he'll get a rematch with his former team on Saturday, as Cooper Roberts, looks like they drew up a play for him to start off the game. Seen him do that a few times to start off games this season. Misses the jumper though. Rebounded by the Rebels. Grant Anderson driving inside. Drops it off to Mason Anderson, who throws it right to J.D. Gomez. He's got a rebound and a steal to start this off, so already being a little pest on the defensive end, J.D. Gomez is. Connor Ernst with the ball. Swings it to Cooper Roberts. Charlie Craychaw driving baseline. Kicks it out to Cooper Roberts. Roberts goes to the spin move. Out to Craychaw. He's putting that up right away. And nothing but net. Big shot, Chuck. Craychaw with the triple. DGF trying to answer in a hurry. And Cooper Roberts swipes the steal in the lane. Roberts taking his time up the floor. Drops it off to Connor Ernst near the top of the key. J.D. Gomez goes into Levi Christensen, who's looking to go to work. The double team comes. Christensen trying to battle through it. Throws it into the bottom of the rim. Thought he was held on the way, but no foul call. DGF trailing 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They get it over to the right side of the floor. 3 is up, off the mark. Rebounded by Cooper Roberts. Breckenridge coming out and playing some solid defense to open up this ball game. 3-0 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard off the Charlie Craychaw 3. See if they're going to try to get him another one. They're setting up a double stagger screen for him. Swings it over to J.D. Gomez. He has it on the left wing. Pull-up jumper just inside the arc, and he knocks it down. J.D. Gomez. Well, I'm always comparing to Brandon Jennings for all the NBA fans out there. They have it over to the left wing to Dylan Anderson. Now Grant Anderson, probably going to get those mixed up a few times today. Quincy Cox driving inside. Left-handed shot is up and good. Quincy Cox gets his squad in the scoring column. Cooper Roberts with the ball. Roberts looking to hand it off to Levi Christensen. J.D. Gomez now has it on the right wing. Looking to drive past his defender. Hits that crossover. Swings it in the right corner. Charlie Craychaw hands it ready to shoot, but ended up sailing it a little too hard. Hit from the left corner. The right corner not doing yet. 5-2 lead for Breckenridge, and now 5-4 after Grant Anderson glides for 2. Back-to-back buckets from DGF. Connor Ernst with the ball. Swings it over to Charlie Craychaw on the right wing. Goes inside to J.D. Gomez. Giving up about a foot of height there. Skip pass to Cooper Roberts. Thought about the 3. He's going to drive instead. Goes that beautiful spin move, but has his shot blocked. You can tell that's a move he's been working on quite a bit. It's DGF looking to make it 3 straight buckets. They pick up their dribble and kick it out to the left wing. Swung around the perimeter. Now a nice dribble drive inside. Cooper Roberts doing a good job applying the pressure and forces the miss. J.D. Gomez out and running. Swings it over to Charlie Craychaw. He's going to put it up after a little jab step off the mark. You tell he's got the green light. He's got 3 quick shots. Made the first one. 4-5 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Camden Schreiber with the ball. Schreiber up to the top of the key to Grant Anderson. Now Grant Anderson, or Dylan Anderson had it last, apologies. Over to Tommy Rader. Swung over to the left wing. Now they have it in the left corner looking to drive baseline. Levi Christensen was giving him the lane and stolen away by J.D. Gomez, his second swipe of the day. See how he averages about 3 a game and takes the contact and does not get the favorable roll. Levi Christensen with the offensive board. As we said in the pregame show, he gets a lot of those, but then has it stripped away. So bringing it up is Camden Schreiber for DGF, 5'11 senior guard. And a nice step through there to rise for the shot is Quincy Cox, his second bucket. 6 straight points from DGF. J.D. Gomez trying to answer. Misses the 3. And DGF looking to score on the Cowboys in transition. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a timeout, and we do. Head coach Jordan Christensen not thrilled about that 8-0 run. We got a timeout taken by the Cowboys. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Breckenridge Cowboys turn it over out of the timeout. DGF has scored the last 8 points. Breckenridge took a timeout. Timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. We got a 3-pull from the right wing, and off the mark, Levi Christensen fighting for the rebound. And ends up coming away with it. Aiden Sanchez just checked in for his first action of the game. Charlie Kraychoff from the right side. Now the Manette on the 3. Got an 8-8 ball game. Second triple of the game from Big Shot Chuck. Even though I might retire the name now after Carson Yegi made me late back in from a timeout making fun of that. But Avery Smith has also checked in the game along with Aiden Sanchez. Smith just nails defensively all year. Out of bounds off of the Cowboys. And we got an 8-8 ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Big Shot Chuck goes to the bench. I'm going to do it all broadcast now. Charlie Kraychoff checks out of the game. JD Gomez as well. Cooper Roberts on the floor, along with Connor Ernst, Levi Christensen, Aiden Sanchez, and Avery Smith. Avery Smith getting a nice contest on that, but not in time. 3 is buried from Quincy Cox, who's got a quick 7 points. 11-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF in the lead. Levi Christensen goes a little fake and has his shot blocked, giving up a lot of height there in the post. DGF, Quincy Cox finding a nice cut to the cup, and Aiden Sanchez gets a foul. We got an N1 opportunity coming for Grant Anderson. Second bucket of the day for Anderson. So at the stripe to complete the three-point play. Grant Anderson, the 6'6" senior forward. That was the first foul on Sanchez. Free throw is good. 14-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Rebels have scored the last 6 after the game got knotted up at 8. JD Gomez crosses the timeline over to Avery Smith. Swung to Aiden Sanchez. Back to Smith. Ernst was cutting through the lane. Smith takes it out to the right side. Goes into Cooper Roberts. Roberts trying to make him pay inside and draws the foul. 2 free throws coming for Cooper Roberts. Cooper Roberts looking to get in the scoring column. First free throw is up and off the mark. His sister Sydney Roberts just helped her squad to a victory in the first half of this doubleheader. It's got to be fun for the Roberts family to be able to have a kid in both games. And next free throw off the mark. And tipped out of bounds. And it'll remain with Breckenridge. I guess my kids are only 2 years apart, so if they both play basketball, because that's a big if. I don't know. It's a miracle I ended up in a sport. And then I guess I'll be able to catch a doubleheader potentially. We'll see. Aiden Sanchez gets the inbound. Hands it off to Connor Ernst. Ernst was looking back for Cooper Roberts and threw it right to the defense. DGF has scored 6 straight. Going on the left wing. Anderson kicks it out to Quincy Cox. Wide open for the shot, but off the mark. Good second effort there from DGF to save it, but it looks like we got to travel before the fact. Avery Smith inbounding to JD Gomez. Top team in the Heart of Lakes, DGF. They lead Breck 14-8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Aiden Sanchez on the left wing. Swings it over to Cooper Roberts, who swings it to Connor Ernst on the right wing. Ernst over to Avery Smith near the top of the key. Smith looking to get downhill and is fouled on his way to the cup. That's on Cade Swenson, the 6'1" senior off the bench. Speaking of benches, we got Logan Church in for his first action. Levi Christensen back in the game as well. Logan Church, guy who is another guy along with Avery Smith who can be a pest defensively. Over to Cooper Roberts. He's going to line up a triple and off the mark, but love that he identified he was open and is going to pull the trigger on it. You always get flustered when you see them wide open. They just get off the ball right away. But 14-8, DGF in the lead, looking to add to it. They're going to line up a shot from the right side. Actually, they'll swing it around to line one up from the top of the key. Nothing but net for Finn Ahonen. Nothing but net for Ahonen. 17-8, DGF lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Cooper Roberts cannot answer with the layup. DGF out and running. Rebels to get to the cup, pushing J.D. Gomez all the way down the hoop, but the layup is off the mark. Cooper Roberts cleaning the glass for the board. Connor Ernst has it on the right wing, going inside to Levi Christensen. Good entry pass. Christensen with a better kick out to the left wing. Cooper Roberts isn't able to knock down the triple, though. 17-8 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard for DGF. Cowboys been stuck on 8 for quite a while. They kick it out to Cox. Quincy Cox having a hot start to the game and then was looking to drop it off, but maybe a little too much mustard on that pass. Out of bounds off DGF. Charlie Craychaw coming in for Ernst. So Craychaw, J.D. Gomez, and Logan Church on the floor, along with Levi Christensen and Cooper Roberts in the front court. J.D. Gomez sitting on 2 points at this point. Kicks it out to Charlie Craychaw. He's got 6. Make it 9. The kid just camps out in the corners and knocks him down. 17-11 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. He's got 9 of the first 11 for Breckenridge. Kicked out to the top of the key, swung over to the left wing. Now up to the top of the key once again. Grant Anderson, another net on a triple. Anderson has a quick 8 points. J.D. Gomez trying to answer. Look at that hang time. And ends up missing the layup. Levi Christensen trying to follow it and ends up having it stripped free. DGF coming away with it. 2011 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And now we got a foul on the ground. Craychaw was finally able to stop the bleeding by knocking out a shot, but DGF just comes back and hits one of their own. 20-11 is your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Logan Church and Cooper Roberts will both get a breather. Caleb Albertson in for his first action of the day. And the right-handed hook shot's off the mark, and Albertson gets Moss for the rebound, and Aiden Sanchez hacked the block. Levi Christensen coming away with it. J.D. Gomez hits that crossover, drives inside, and we're getting a charge call. High IQ play to step in. That must have been on the scouting report. Second foul on J.D. Gomez. We'll see who they're gonna be having running the point at this point. Might be Connor Ernst, Charlie Craychaw potentially. I know they like to have him running off ball and hitting shots though, so I'm gonna be thinking it's gonna be Ernst bringing it up. DGF, some great ball movement to get a nice look up top. They make the extra pass, swing it over for a mid-range shot, off the mark, rebounded by Craychaw. Charlie Craychaw was looking up for Sanchez. Whips it down the floor into the left corner to Aiden Sanchez. He skips it over to the right side. Charlie Craychaw pulls the trigger right away, and nothing but net. Has someone been getting shots up on the gun? 4 triples for Charlie Craychaw. This has been their only offense. He's got 12 of their 14 points. First game starting, and off to a memorable start indeed. Kicked out to the left corner. 3 is up and good. And just like on the last one, Anderson answers another 3. Him and Craychaw having a little shoot-off here. Aiden Sanchez now has it. Connor Ernst has it on the right wing. Drives inside to Sanchez in the right corner. Sanchez skip pass to Krejci. Heat check. Nothing but net. Maybe a little bit of rim on there, but a heat check nonetheless. 5 triples for Charlie Krejci. Kid's going to be flirting with a school record if he keeps this pace. 6:42 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 15 of the first 17 points coming from Krejci. Levi Christensen on the floor for the loose ball. And now Aiden Sanchez comes away with it. They're calling a travel on that. Oh, nope. Head coach Jordan Christensen was able to get a timeout. Cowboys trail 23-17. Charlie Krejci keeping him in it with 5 threes. Camping out in the corner and knocking him down. We'll take a quick break. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
And welcome back. This timeout brought to you by Heitkamp Construction. Once you build with them, you won't build any other way. But the Breckenridge Cowboys down 23-17 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And the Cowboys have given up a 9-0 run in this game. Charlie Krejci keeping him in it, though. At this point, he's got 15 of their 17 points, all coming from three-point land. Let's do the math there, guys. He's hit from downtown 5 times. I say guys. I know the girls are good at math. 23-17. Off of the latest Krejci 3. Connor Ernst will inbound to Aiden Sanchez. So I guess he'll take over the point guard duties. Him and Ernst kind of helping each other, hanging back out here. Krejci will feed it inside to Roberts. Roberts looking to go to work in the post and ends up leaving it short. They're trying to get Cooper Roberts going. And a nice drive inside, but off the mark. Levi Christensen feeding it up to Connor Ernst, who goes to a jump stop and drops in the layup. Connor Ernst, you know, a lot of games we're lucky to even see Connor put up a shot. He's kind of usually out there doing a lot of everything, but he gets a transition layup. 23-19 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. DGF kicks it out to the perimeter. And loose ball, and looks like out of bounds. So Quincy Cox back in the game. And only a 4-point game now. 23-19 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. In Sanchez, getting it up to Connor Ernst, and they're not giving Charlie Krejci any room. It's like he's in a phone booth there in the left corner as Breckenridge turns it over in the right corner. Quincy Cox swings over to the left side. Now beautiful cut to the hoop, but off the mark. Cooper Roberts trying to get down for the rebound, but it's laid in for 2 by Cade Swenson. Swenson had made a really nice basket cut there. As Avery Smith will check into the ball game and get some action right away. Ernst going inside to Smith. Avery Smith for an open teammate and just dribbles under the basket and then goes to the reverse layup that he lays in for 2. Talk about some court awareness down there. 25-21 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. So 25-21. And Avery Smith comes up with another big play. Smith gets it over to Aiden Sanchez. Back to Smith on the right side. Tries going inside. Ill-advised pass. Threw it where a pair of DGF players were going to bite for it. Now it swung into the left corner. Quincy Cox lets the 3 launch. Connor Ernst with the board. Feeds it up to Charlie Krejci. You know what his mind's on. He's going to pull the trigger in transition off the mark. I think that's the heat. I think that was the real heat check. 25-21 with 4:04 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this opening half. Breckenridge down 25-21 against DGF, and DGF sailed that three, and the following shot was missed as well. Aiden Sanchez with the board. Averages half a dozen boards a game off his wing position and draws a foul up the court as well. Finn Ahonen with the foul, his first. So on the floor for Breck, Aiden Sanchez, JD Gomez, Charlie Krejci, Cooper Roberts, and Levi Christensen. JD Gomez crosses the timeline, gets a ball screen from Charlie Krejci, trying to set up some pick and pop action. Gets it out to Cooper Roberts in the right corner. Roberts trying to attack the mismatch. JD Gomez, nice little move there to free himself up, trying to step through with a tough runner. And Aiden Sanchez doing a good job of getting on the glass for it, but it was last touched by Breckenridge. DGF up by 4 with 3:28 left to play in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bring it up for DGF is going to be Dylan Anderson. DGF with 3:20 left to play, looking to add to their 4-point lead, led by as many as a dozen, just like in the girls' game we were talking about. Breckenridge ended up winning that one despite getting down early. Avery Smith closing out and causing, I would hate to have him guard me for sure. Forces the bad pass, and Charlie Krejci comes up with a steal as a result. Avery Smith making the play, though. Throws the pass to Cooper Roberts in the right corner. Roberts, dribble kick. Gets it out to Levi Christensen in the corner. Christensen was looking to go to work on the defender, but instead gets it to Roberts, who goes to the spin into the traffic, and none doing. Grant Anderson, bring it up for DGF. Nothing to see here, just a 6'6" guy bringing it up. Swings it over to the left wing. Now rotated over to the right wing, up to the top of the key to Quincy Cox. Cox with Avery Smith guarding, but he turns around and drives in, but the floater's off the mark. Levi Christensen with the board. DGF has definitely gone cold offensively. Started off, it looked like they weren't missing anything, but Breckenridge has kind of settled them down. Charlie Krejci flashes to the basket, and a rare 2-point make for Charlie Krejci. Might have his career high in the first half. He's got 17 of the Cowboys' 23 points on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Nobody else has more than 2. Swung over to the left wing, and now into the left corner. Drive inside by Anderson, looking for an open teammate, and ends up mishandling it. And Aiden Sanchez comes up with the steal. 25-23, Cowboys keeping this run going. As Levi Christensen drops it off to Cooper Roberts. Roberts draws the foul, is not able to get the layup to drop, but once again, 25-23, your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cooper Roberts looking for his first points of the game. 0 for 2 at the stripe so far. Now 0 for 3. Oof. Got to get the confidence back at the stripe. (25-23) Breckenridge trailing with 1:35 left to play in this opening half, and another free throw miss from Roberts. He's going to be kicking himself for those at halftime. His team is down by 2. Anderson to Anderson. They're swinging over to the left wing to Swenson. Swenson over to Rader. Now to Cox. Cox, leading scorer in this game for DGF so far, goes to that midi, off the mark. Rebounded by Rader, and then kicked out to the left corner for an open shot, off the mark. DGF trying to keep it alive once again. Swenson, the last one to touch that one, out of bounds. 25-23 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge Subs J.D. Gomez back in, playing with 2 fouls, so he's got to know what he's got going on so far. He's got to make sure to play it smart. J.D. Gomez crosses half court. Defender comes out, goes to that little fake spin. It's good of a jab step, as you'll see as well. Tries dropping it off to Levi Christensen. Christensen throws it out to the corner to Krejcha. Swenson kind of mishandled it, and Krejcha scooped it up. 10 seconds left on the shot clock to work with. They go inside to Levi Christensen, but the defense comes over and times it perfectly, but hacked him on the wrist in the process. Nobody's in the bonus. But that is the 5th team foul on DGF. So Breckenridge needs to get some offensive production from someone other than Krejcha. Help out their odds, because DGF is going to completely sell out on taking him away. That is for sure. Cooper Roberts with the ball. Roberts with 7 seconds to work with. Backs down the defender. Misses the shot, but Levi Christensen fighting for an offensive rebound like he's doing about 90% of the time he's on the court, it seems like. 20 seconds left to play. Breckenridge down 25-23 in a defensive stalemate of a first half. 20 seconds left, and Schreiber will bring it up for DGF. Connor Ernst picking him up. Swung over to the left wing. Now rotated over to the top of the key. Back to the left wing. Anderson going to attack Roberts. Swenson has it in the left corner. 3 seconds left to work with. Anderson is going to be able to get a 3 off in time, and it rattles out. Tough break for the Rebels, but 25-23 is your score heading into the half. We'll take a quick break before we come back with your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Or my apologies. Might actually be hanging here just to, now we're all good to go. You're listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Protect your equipment and get rewarded by purchasing premium Cenex lubricants with Cenex gift cards for gallons. You can earn a $50 Visa gift card for every 100 gallons of Cenex diesel engine oils, tractor hydraulic fluids, gear lubes, and greases purchased between now and through February 29th of 2024. Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for qualifying Cenex products and promotion details. Some exclusions apply, and don't forget to ask about the best warranty in the industry, the Cenex Total Protection Plan. Proven durability, powered locally.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wapaton. All the hits from 2KN today.
Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. 25-23 your score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and it was the Charlie Craychaw show in the first half. We'll get into his points as we run through the State Farm Stat Report, brought to you by your local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Matt's got you covered over in Wapaton, and then Amanda in Breckenridge. And starting for our DGF in the scoring column, leading them with 11 points, was number 2, Grant Anderson, the 6'6 senior with 11 points. He hit from downtown twice. I think from downtown once in his 7 points was Tommy Rader. Or no, Quincy Cox, apologies. Quincy Cox is the one who got them off to a really good start. And 3 points from number 24, Finn Honan. And then 2 points from Cade Swenson, as well as Camden Schreiber, who's also making his first start of his career, I'm told. Him and Charlie Craychaw both getting their first nods. So Charlie Craychaw, as promised, we'll run through his stats. 17 points in the opening half. 5 triples, and so yeah, that's where 15 of them came, obviously, and they dropped in a little short one too. And 2 points each from J.D. Gomez, Connor Ernst, and Avery Smith. And if you would have told me that J.D. Gomez and basically everyone else on his team were held to 6 total points in the opening half, I'd say Breckenridge is getting blown out. But Charlie Craychaw playing some hero ball. And I was telling someone the other day that he's the second coming of Jack Johnson. Shout out to Jack and the Beyond the Spotlight podcast if you guys are tuned in. Shout out to Jack. But I remember the way that they would set up plays for him, or the way they would drop plays for him, was very similar to how they're trying to get Chuck opened up here, because that's the only thing they got going for them offensively. So that's where I got the comparison from. So naturally, but. Looking forward to see if he's going to continue to add to it, because DGF is really selling out on him, which is going to leave good opportunities for the rest of his players to get some offensive production going. And we'll run through, the keys to the game that we had before the game tipped off here. We'll revisit that when we come back on the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. Once again, Breckenridge down 25-23 against DGF. You're listening to the Miller Realty Postgame Show on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Ag Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapaton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wapaton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wapaton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your number one grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. And we're actually about to wrap up the halftime show as we're getting set here for half number 2. But my key to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors in Wapton, small town friendly, big town deals, if you didn't know, was to not get dominated inside. And I don't think I'd say they got dominated inside, so that's good. Would like to see a little bit more of an offensive, a little bit more of an offensive punch inside. But I don't think they're getting bullied down there on that side. So I would say they, did half the job. And J.D. Gomez gets the inbound from Levi Christensen. Swings it over to the right side to Aiden Sanchez, who's going to start the second half instead of Connor Ernst. Sanchez did not start the game. And Charlie Craychaw got the nod to start and just hit 5 threes and went for 17 points. So if we see him in the starting lineup in the next game as well, that wouldn't be too surprising. So that's a nice screen there. Levi Christensen getting downhill, and one! Levi Christensen, not a bad way to get your first bucket. And look how they capitalized on the defense king on Charlie Craychaw. They knew they'd have a guy really hugged up on him and ran Levi Christensen off of it to get downhill. We don't really see him getting a whole lot of opportunities like that because they usually got him camping out by the basket. Christensen knocks down the free throw. 25-26 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys take the lead. J.D. Gomez trying to tie it up for a jump ball. Lucky he did not get caught with a hand in the cookie jar. Already playing with 2 fouls. Cooper Roberts guarding, forcing the pull up, and it's rattled in. Grant Anderson having a strong night. He's got 13 points. Aiden Sanchez gets it into Christensen. Christensen, beautiful cut by Cooper Roberts. Frees him up, but he blows the layup. Oh, tough night for Roberts, but a beautiful find by Christensen on that. They'll get him on another one of those, I'm sure, as they kick it out to the left corner. Cox picks up his dribble, kicks it out to the left corner, and Anderson shot fakes and goes for the short corner jumper. Off the mark, rebounded by Aiden Sanchez. J.D. Gomez driving to the cup. Left-handed floater is up off the mark. Rebounded by Grant Anderson. And J.D. Gomez has to be careful playing with 2 fouls. And trying to sell the offensive foul there. Didn't take, as Charlie Craychaw got his hands on that one, trying to pull in the rebound. Cooper Roberts tracks it down, throws it up to J.D. Gomez, who's streaking down like a wide receiver. Pulls up and drops in the short little J. J.D. Gomez, you can tell he came out here on a mission to get into the scoring column. Held to 2 points in the first half, very out of character. Grant Anderson hands it off to Dylan Anderson. Dylan Anderson, back to Grant Anderson. Hard to keep these two straight as Grant Anderson has the ball lost, and J.D. Gomez out running, trying to capitalize. Layup is off the mark, though. Backed out, or slapped out by Aiden Sanchez, and Cooper Roberts lays it in for 2. So back-to-back buckets for the Cowboys. Cooper Roberts, his first points of the night. We'll hope that gets him going for the Cowboys' sake, as Grant Anderson had the defender all over him, and nothing but net on the pull-up. 29-30 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. JD Gomez driving inside. Beautiful drop off to Levi Christensen for 2. 5 points in the second half for Levi Christensen. 29-32 or 32-29 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And DGF answers with a 3 to get the lead, or to tie it right back up. 32 all. And JD Gomez trying to answer. We got a foul on the ground though. By the way, that triple was hit by number 30, Jackson Omen. His first points of the night. Connor Ernst and Avery Smith in for Aiden Sanchez and Cooper Roberts. $32 all. We got a timeout. I believe DGF took the timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM. We're knotted up at 32 when we get back.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
32 all. Your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. JD Gomez inbounding under the hoop. Looking for Levi Christensen on the left wing. He's going to line up a triple. We don't see a whole lot of these from him, and maybe we should, because that was nothing but net. Levi Christensen coming out with 8 of the first 12 points for the Cowboys here this second half. 35-32 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Charlie Craychaw, be a little too aggressive on that. First foul on Craychaw on the night. 35-32 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swenson with the ball on the left wing, trying to drive by Smith. And ends up picking up his dribble. Pair of defenders there to make his life difficult, but Levi Christensen's going to get called for the foul. A little bit of hang time there from Jackson Omen, 5'8" freshman guard. Omen going to cut into this 3-point lead. 14:09 left to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Omen buries the first. And Finn Ahonen into the ball game. See if Omen can make it a 2-for-2 trip. And it rims out. Rebounded by Christensen. Hands it off to JD Gomez. I forgot about Levi, another southpaw here, so I guess not the only two southpaws are the seniors. As Levi Christensen. Oh. We got a offensive foul on Levi Christensen. Head coach Jordan Christensen, a little surprised. Gets an explanation. Second foul on Christensen, so not the most dire foul in the world. As Avery Smith, you never want to get in a situation where he can tie up a jump ball. He's got the quickest hands over here, I'm telling you. It's great luxury to bring a defender like that off the bench, and I think DGF's got one of their own, because I saw when they brought in Cade Swenson, the first thing they had him do was match up with Craychaw and face guard the heck out of him, so I think they bring a good defender off the bench as well. DGF. They get it into Anderson on the right side and just using that height advantage to hang in the air for a little bit and drop it in with the bank. 17 points for Grant Anderson as Aiden Sanchez, they're calling that one every single time. Ends up getting called for the charge, going to the rack, and 35 all on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 13:35 left to play. DGF get a ball screen for Cox. Now Grant Anderson has it. Grant Anderson looking to drive by Aiden Sanchez. And what a tough make. Defender all over him, and he knocks it down. 37-35, DGF in the lead. JD Gomez has it swung around the perimeter. Now Cooper Roberts has it in the left corner. I think he might have just got poked in the eye there. Avery Smith with the ball. Off to JD Gomez. Gomez swings it to Connor Ernst on the right wing. Ernst to JD Gomez. Aiden Sanchez trying to set a ball screen for him. Gomez trying to get a mismatch he likes. Avery Smith going to attack and get downhill. Look at that hang time on the layup. Off the mark, though. Aiden Sanchez follows that beautiful kick out. Cooper Roberts driving inside. Goes with the right-handed layup. Off the mark. So we had a hang time on that one, but wasn't able to get it to drop. DGF trying to beat the Cowboys down the court in transition, and they do. Grant Anderson with another bucket. He's got 10 of their 14 here in the second half, and 21 on the night. Ernst with the ball over to JD Gomez. 39-35 DGF lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. JD Gomez trying to stop the bleeding with a mid-range jumper. Off the mark. DGF. They get it to Grant Anderson, the 6'6" point forward. Goes all the way to the rack and gets called for the charge. Aiden Sanchez getting some revenge. Got called for a charge, so he said, I'm going to take one of my own. And Grant Anderson's third foul, he'll get a quick breather. Don't expect it to last long. Charlie Craychaw, 17 points at halftime. Looking for his first points of the second half, and DGF likely going to sell all out on him, but this is about as open as they've left him thus far. And he's ready to pull the trigger. Oh, off the mark. Rebounded by DGF. I was going to say it was a little surprising with how they guarded him the rest of the first half, but DGF stuck with their zone and didn't get burned for it. Cox driving inside and with a tough runner off the mark. Rebounded and followed up for two is Clay Suter, his first points of the night. 41-35, DGF lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Levi Christensen with a nice dribble kick, and then they tried going inside, but Cooper Roberts zipped it down to Connor Ernst, and it ended up getting swiped away. DGF looking to take advantage. They drive inside for a left-handed layup off the mark. Cooper Roberts with the board. Roberts will bring it up himself. Got a little run at point guard at times last year. Over to Charlie Craychaw. Gets it in the right corner to Levi Christensen, who goes to work against the DGF defense and draws the foul. It's a nice turn and go from Christensen. Put the defense in kind of a tricky spot, but a 6-0 run from DGF. Or my apologies, actually a 9-0 run. JD Gomez back into the game. Caleb Albertson as well. So they're on the court with Aiden Sanchez, Levi Christensen. Second time I've done that today. And then Charlie Craychaw. Levi Christensen. Buries them both. He's got 10 points all in the second half. Kind of like the Staples game as well. After that, rimmed out, Aiden Sanchez with the board. Fires it down with a baseball pass to Charlie Craychaw. JD Gomez now has it back to Craychaw on the left wing. Goes inside to Levi Christensen. Very nice turn and go, and Levi Christensen goes to the cup, and too easy. He's got a dozen. We got a 41-39 score. Back-to-back buckets from the Cowboys. You are listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back to DGF High School. We got a 41-39 DGF lead. Cowboys have back-to-back buckets. Logan Church has just checked in the game, out guarding on the perimeter. Charlie Crayjaw guarding this next one. And Cox with the hang time on the mid-range jumper to drop it in for his 9th point. JD Gomez over to Aiden Sanchez on the right wing. Sanchez skips it to JD Gomez back on the left wing and rotates it over to Logan Church, who pulls the trigger onto three off the mark. Levi Christensen was able to get in position for the rebound, but had it stripped loose. DGF out and running. Rebels working off the right wing. Now a nice cut inside. Cox with the beautiful turnaround and gets the generous roll. Back-to-back buckets to get the lead back to 6. 45-39 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. JD Gomez, got 3 lefties on the court right now. Aiden Sanchez and Charlie Craychow, the only righties. Got a very lucky bounce there, but ended up going out of bounds. Cooper Roberts and Caleb Albertson into the ball game. Logan Church and Charlie Craychow will get a breather. Craychow still looking for his first points of the second half, after scoring all but 6 in the opening half. DGF trying to run some high pick and roll action, but they swing it over to the left side of the floor instead. They're getting it to Cox once again. He's been tearing it up here. Drives inside, but picks up a foul on the way, and that's going to be on Levi Christensen. 3rd foul on Christensen. Here with 9:15 left to go in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And I think they're just going to play it a little cautious with Christensen playing with 3 fouls. Cowboys don't want to find themselves in a situation like last game where they had 2 guys with 3 fouls like pretty early on in the game. Oh, yeah, I never know how to judge an over and back. Thought that was going to be one, but the officials know what they're doing, I assume. So DGF going to add to their 45-39 lead with 9 minutes left to go in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and Cox ends up mishandling that one. They're getting him into some good situations where Cox can get to his spots, and now the big man's back, Grant Anderson. Cade Swenson also into the ball game. JD Gomez will take his sweet time, bring it up. Getting the offense set up. Picks up his dribble just past half court. Feeds it up to Avery Smith on the right wing. They go to Aiden Sanchez on the elbow. Smith attacks the closeout, and he's getting called for the charge. That's another one they're calling every single time. Grant Anderson. Gets it inbounded to Schreiber. Camden Schreiber making his first varsity start. Sitting on 2 points, and JD Gomez giving him some trouble on the perimeter, but we got a timeout called. We'll take a timeout with him. This timeout, once again, brought to you by Highcamp Construction. Cowboys trail 45-39 here at DGF High School. You are listening to Cowboy Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wapaton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. Online at smithmotors.com.
And after that high-temp construction timeout, we are back. DGF High School. Cowboys trailing 45-39 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 8:33 left to play it. Grant Anderson playing point forward once again. Trying to go inside to him. They send a double. Schreiber lines up a triple off the mark. DGF gets a very favorable bounce, but Cox leaves the jumper short. Charlie Craychaw tracks down the board. Gets it off to J.D. Gomez. Gomez setting everything up, gets it over to Cooper Roberts. Roberts gets the ball screen from Craychaw. See if they're going to try to set up a pick and pop here. Ernst tries to skip pass over to J.D. Gomez. It was tipped, but Gomez is able to haul it in. Gomez is going to pull the trigger on his own, off the mark. Levi Christensen trying to fight with Grant Anderson for the board, but Anderson, too much length and strength, holds on to it. And he's got some handles to go along with it. As he directs traffic. Grant Anderson fires a pass off the short pick and roll out of the corner for 2. Schreiber cashing in on the assist. His second bucket of the night. 47-39 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys in a bit of a drought. Charlie Craychaw trying to end that with a long 3, but off the mark. Levi Christensen with the board, and then he gets tied up for a jump ball. 6-0 run from DGF at this point. J.D. Gomez inbounding. Front of the DGF student section, and Connor Ernst trying to track it down. J.D. Gomez goes to his mid-range pull-up and buries it. J.D. Gomez loves that pull-up. Stops the bleeding and cuts the lead to 6. DGF running Cox through the motion. Looks like they're setting up a give and go on the right side and turned into another bucket. First points of the night for Dylan Anderson. 49-41 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Connor Ernst with the ball on the left wing. Levi Christensen drives inside. Ernst lined up a 3 and had it blocked out of bounds in the left corner. Aiden Sanchez getting some run for Ernst. J.D. Gomez working off the left sideline, and Swenson almost picked it off and went the other way for 2, but Cooper Roberts tracked it down. 15 seconds to work with on the shot clock, and Roberts is able to draw the foul, trying to get to the cup. 6:19 left to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this ballgame. J.D. Gomez inbounding. Looking for Levi Christensen. Hauls it in, breaking out those tight end skills from the football season. Sanchez over to Cooper Roberts on the right wing. Roberts with Swenson guarding him, and he picks him free. Swenson with the swipe. Cox now bringing it up. Cowboys down by 8 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 6 minutes left to play. Grant Anderson with a nice drop off to Swenson, but he blows the layup. J.D. Gomez blocks the next shot. He doesn't get a whole lot of blocks on the resume, but it goes out of bounds off of Breckenridge. Connor Ernst getting ready to check in, and J.D. Gomez will get a very quick breather. Don't see him come off the floor a whole lot. 5:55 left to go in this ballgame on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Cox with a nice drive inside for 2 more. Quincy Cox with 13 in the ballgame, and now they got their lead back to double digits. Levi Christensen thought about his second triple of the night, kicked it out to Cooper Roberts instead. Aiden Sanchez gets a wide open look at 3, and he knocks it down. Aiden Sanchez into the scoring column with a triple. Connor Ernst will pick up his man, and then won't keep him from getting to the cup for 2. 53-44 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Kicked out to Aiden Sanchez for another 3. And he knocks this one down as well. Back-to-back triples from Sanchez. DGF over to the left wing to Omen. Swenson now has it. They're going inside. Swenson's shot is blocked by Sanchez. Levi Christensen with the rebound. Sanchez buried 2 threes in a row. Now he's going to try to set Connor Ernst up for 1. Instead, it gets stripped loose and turned over. Grant Anderson out running. Cooper Roberts guarding on the perimeter. Swung over to left corner, up to the top of the key. Now over to the right wing to Cox. Cox buries the triple. That kid is on fire. 56-47 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This timeout brought to you by Highcamp Construction. We'll be back with 4:17 left to play. You're listening to Breck Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
You know, there's a lot of talk about assisted living facilities in the area, but at Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge, the story really is different. Let me tell you about it. The story at Twin Town Villa is caring eyes looking after the people you love. It's a collection of ears listening to what their residents need. It's the gentle, compassionate action that takes care of those needs. It's real connection that assures you that your family members are never alone. That's just part of the story. Take a tour and see for yourself. Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge.
Back after that Highcamp Construction timeout. We're back. Cowboys down 56-47 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They got 4:15 left to go. JD Gomez swings over to Avery Smith on the right wing. JD Gomez, a few feet behind the three-point line at the top of the key. Back to Gomez. Gomez drops it off to Cooper Roberts. Roberts going to go to work with a mid-range jumper, and DGF comes up with the stop. JD Gomez making a nice play there to break it up. So out of bounds off Breck. DGF inbounding near the corner of the court over by the bench. Grant Anderson gets the inbound. Avery Smith guarding on the perimeter. 6'6" versus 5 foot. Well, we'll go 5'8" maybe. That might be generous. We got to drive inside. Nobody there, but Grant Anderson came around for it. Anderson tries hitting that behind the back, but Avery Smith nails defensively, like we tell you. Top of the key 3 is up, and another net from Cox once again. 18 points for him, 11 coming after the first half. Free throw line jumper from Aiden Sanchez, who's just put it up every time and hitting nothing but net now. It's 3 straight jumpers from him. That's how he's got all of his 8 points. Swenson hauls it down on the right side of the floor. Swings it over to the right wing to Schreiber. Schreiber over to Grant Anderson. JD Gomez almost picked that one free. Grant Anderson getting downhill, and looks like he got grabbed on the way to the basket. So foul on the floor, but 1 and 1. Anderson's only shot 1 free throw so far. He's sitting on 21 points. Oh, my apologies, 19 points for Cox. Imagine that, my stats weren't accurate. As Charlie Craigshaw is back on the floor. 1-and-1 free throw. And off the back iron, rebounded by Christensen. J.D. Gomez almost lost his handle there. Got a ball screen from Christensen. J.D. Gomez with the 6'6" man on him and has it blocked out of bounds. I think he thought he was going to be able to get him with the step back, but Anderson was not fooled. Walked that one out of bounds. Cowboys trail 59-49 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. J.D. Gomez over to Cooper Roberts on the left wing. Aiden Sanchez looking to get a post up, but we got a reach from Cox. And now we got another team in the 1-and-1. Oh, apologies. That was only the 6th-team foul. And Cooper Roberts goes to the shot fake and kind of let the defender get into position. I just wanted to lay that one up right away. DGF driving inside at 3-on-1, and Cox shocked he blew that layup, but Swenson is not going to do the same. His second bucket of the night. Cowboys now trail by a dozen. Levi Christensen firing it out to the left corner. Aiden Sanchez. Drive to the hoop with a right-handed reverse and lays it in. 10-point game with just under 2 minutes left to play. Cowboys need a lot of good things to happen right now, and that's not one of them. Anderson trying to put this one away. Levi Christensen trying to get the 1-to-5 connection, and are they going to count it? And they are counting it. So Levi Christensen, the bucket and the foul. Gets the lead back to 10. But we'll see if 103 seconds is enough for the Cowboys to mount a comeback here. Levi Christensen rattles in this one. Christensen is 4 for 4 at this stripe by my count. Offense-defense substitution as Cooper Roberts and Charlie Craigshaw will get a breather. Avery Smith and Connor Ernst in the ball game. Breckenridge down 63-54. Grant Anderson with the inbound. Cowboys and Rebels. Still got a matchup in Breckenridge as well. Aiden Sanchez has the ball, feeds it up to Avery Smith. J.D. Gomez has it 2 feet behind the three-point line, kicks it out to Avery Smith. Puts up a left wing three, off the mark, rebounded by Cox, and Breckenridge. See if they're going to be potentially forced to foul here. Just trying to play solid D right away. Cox with the ball. Having a very strong night with 19. And Levi Christensen fouling. It's going to be Dylan Anderson. First trip to the stripe for Dylan Anderson. I got him for 2 points. Nine-point game. Exactly 1 minute left to play. 1-1 free throw coming, and I don't know what it is about that spot, if there's just one leaky spot in the ceiling or something like that, but they always do a good job of wiping that spot as Dylan Anderson buries the first free throw to earn a second one. 64-54 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Two for two trip. It is. I can just tell off the release. 65-54 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys got 1 minute to trim an 11-point lead. J.D. Gomez. So Levi Christensen to move up a little bit here. Swings it over to Aiden Sanchez on the left wing. Step back triple off the mark. Rebounded by Dylan Anderson. Gets it to Grant Anderson. Grant Anderson's got 3 defenders around him, but is able to feed it up to Cox. They got numbers if they want it. And they're going to make sure to run this clock down as much as they can. So that is going to do it. Cox. As Breckenridge still trying to fight it, or strip it loose. Levi Christensen ends up coming away with it. Gets it over to Charlie Craychaw, who puts up the 3 from the right side, off the mark. 20 seconds left to play, and Breckenridge is going to hold off and let DGF dribble this one out. So the Breckenridge Cowboys fall to the DGF Rebels 65-54 to split the doubleheader between these two schools. And we'll take a quick break before we come back for your second Miller Realty postgame show of the day. You've been listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network. And we'll be right back with the postgame show after this break.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wapaton. All the hits from 2KN today.
Welcome to the Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network. And it is time for your postgame, it's time to dive into your stats. Brought to you by the State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Your local State Farm agents got you covered in Breckenridge and Wapaton. So let's dive into the scoring. Leading the way for the game high 23 points was Grant Anderson. Kid's a stud. He was fantastic all night. 11 points in the first half, a dozen in the second. Quincy Cox was kind of the one who stole the show in the second half. He had 12 of his 19 in the second half. And then those were the only two in double figures, but they got a lot of guys chipping in, though. 4 points apiece from 4 different players. We got Cade Swenson with 4. We got Camden Schreiber with 4. Throw in Jackson Omen. And then also we got Dylan Anderson chipping in with 4. 3 points from number 24, Finn Ahonen. And then we got 2 from Clay Suter to round it out. I hope I didn't miss anybody here. Yeah, looks like I got everybody. So 8 guys in the scoring column for Dilworth, Clinton, Felton. Breckenridge putting 6 guys in the scoring column. Or gotta double check that. Actually, it looks like 7 guys scored. So leading the way with 17 points, all in the first half. Charlie Craychaw burying 5 triples in the effort. Levi Christensen, 13 points. All of his came in the second half. So Charlie kind of carried them in the first half, and Levi carried them in the second half. 10 points from Aiden Sanchez, all in the second half as well. And then 6 points from J.D. Gomez, and 2 apiece from Cooper Roberts, Connor Ernst, and Avery Smith as well. So Breckenridge, just kind of, they got, a good half from 3 different guys, but didn't really have anyone who could put together a big offensive game. So that kind of held them back a little bit. But and also being without Jackson Riggs in tonight's ball game as well. We'll see if that is going to be the case the next time these two teams square off when they come to town. But we'll take a quick break here on the Miller Realty postgame show. Come back with your play of the game brought to you by Red River Agency, and then your player of the game brought to you by Essentia Health here with you.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Postgame show on B92.7 FM and live streaming on YouTube at KBMW News Live. And for your play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. Make sure to go check out their brand spanking new office. What am I thinking for play of the game? You know, we saw a couple cool threes in the opening half. Saw some good defensive. You know, it's kind of hard to just pick out just one play, I guess. I guess if I'm going to say anything, I would say, you know, how Breckenridge played. And the plays they were able to string together before halftime, I thought were really encouraging. Only trailed by 2 at halftime in a real defensive battle there. So it was 25-23 at half, if you guys missed that, with Craychaw absolutely carrying them in the first half, which is what's going to lead into our player of the game. By the way, play of the game, once again, brought to you by Red River Agency in Breckenridge. Player of the game, though, brought to you by Essentia Health. We're going to have to go with Charlie Craychaw here. I know all of his points came in the first half, but he was the only reason they were in the game after the first half with his fantastic shooting. So buried 5 triples, knocked out a 2-point shot as well, and you can tell DGF kind of really sold out on him in the second half. And the few looks he did get, he didn't knock down from deep, so we'll see if he's going to be able to, you know, maybe put together 2 strong halves, and we'll see another performance like that down the road here. I'm thinking we are going to. He's only a junior, so we got plenty of time to get some more performances like that. But so I'm going to go with Charlie Craychaw, you know, even though all the points came in the first half, and if we were going with player of the half, we'd go with him for the first half, and then Levi Christensen or Aiden Sanchez for the second. But we're going Charlie Craychaw for player of the game for tonight. Once again, brought to you by Essentia Health. Here with you, and that will do it for our post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. We appreciate all of you guys so much for tuning into the broadcast, whether it was just this boys game or if you were here for the girls game as well, cheering on the Cowboys and Cowgirls. Obviously, it's great when you can get to the games, but support them any way you can. Appreciate all of you for tuning in, and have a fantastic weekend. Robert Wanick's going to be on the call for the Border Battle games on Saturday, so he's going to do a fantastic job as always. And final score here one more time as the Breckenridge Cowgirls won the first game. We'll get you that score again. 51-47, Cowgirls took that one. Breckenridge Cowboys fall to DGF 65-54, the final in that. You've been listening to Breckenridge Basketball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network. You have a fantastic weekend, folks.
What can you do in
Tonight's Breckenridge basketball game was brought to you by Breckenridge Public Schools, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Heitkamp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to KBMWnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.